Winner take all. It's the TBT on WING.
Everybody, welcome in. It is the TBT on WING coming at you live here from the Covelli Center in Columbus, Ohio. It is the final game of the Columbus Regional. The winner of this matchup will advance to the quarterfinal round at UD Arena, where a champion will be crowned next weekend in Dayton. I know everyone back in Dayton is excited about having the chance to be able to host the TBT, although they were still hoping that the Red Scare would have been fortunate enough to advance to the championship weekend. But here we are again, the Columbus crew, Carmen's crew here in Columbus, Ohio, the alumni team for the Ohio State Buckeyes with the likes of Aaron Kraft and William Buford. And right now the lights are off and it's time for the starting lineups for Carmen's crew and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Again, I'm Justin Kidder hanging out with you here this evening, bringing you TBT on WING action. Starting lineups go as is. We'll start with the money team. This team is coached by David Nurse, and the general manager is, well, the money team, I think it kind of gives it away, Floyd Money Mayweather, the general manager of the money team. The head coach, David Nurse. Your starting lineup for the money team: 5'6" for Bowling Green. Number 1, Jordan Crawford. He'll get the start at point guard as shooting guard. Number 2, Jeff Ledbetter. He's 6'4" from Idaho. Jared Jones, the power forward. Number 3, he's 6'9" from Ball State. At Taylor Smith, the man in the middle, number 9 from Stephen F. Austin. He's 6'6". And Charles Jenkins, the shooting guard. He's 6'3" from Hofstra, number 22. Crawford, Ledbetter, Jones, Smith, and Jenkins round out your 5 for the money team. This is a small team. They don't have a 7-footer. They don't have a big man in the middle. They play positionless basketball, and their goal is to get up and down the floor and put the pressure on the defense of the Buckeyes Carmen's crew. Starting lineups for Carmen's crew, the Ohio State Buckeyes alumni team. Head coach, general manager, former Buckeye, Jared Sullinger. Getting to start at point guard, number 3, Shannon Scott. Jeff Gibbs at power forward, number 11. Number 22, Costa Kufis, the man in the middle. Number 23, David Leidy. And number 44, William Buford. So Carmen's crew punched their ticket to this third-round matchup after defeating Men of Mackey 80-69 on Sunday afternoon. They were led in scoring by William Buford, who has been the team's leading scorer throughout the TBT thus far, and they're going to have to rely on the scoring ability of William Buford, and it's really been a heavy load of William Buford, Costa Kufis in the middle, and then a lot of contributions from the bench. Shooters like John Diebler, experience on the defensive side of the ball like Aaron Kraft, and how about Jeff Gibbs, not a former Buckeye, but has been one heck of an addition to this roster. Undersized postman down low, but uses his width and his great footwork to be able to take it at some of the better bigs, and I don't think he's going to have a problem going at this money team here. Again, not a very big team. So Costa Kufis in the middle for the Buckeyes. He'll get the jump against Taylor Smith. To give you an idea here, 7-footer Costa Kufis going for the jump against 6'6" Taylor Smith. And Costa Kufis wins the tip. William Buford coming away with it. Gets it quickly to Shannon Scott, who will reset the offense here for the Buckeyes Carmen's crew. Costa Kufis gets the ball in the high post, hands it off to William Buford. Buford picks up his foot, and it's a turnover for Carmen's crew right off the bat. 12 total turnovers for Carmen's crew in their last game against Men of Mackey. They had 18 turnovers in their first round matchup and already start the game with a turnover here. So bringing the ball up the forward, Jeff Ledbetter. He's going to hand this one off to Jordan Crawford. Crawford running the offense at the top of the key. He lobs it up. We're going to go right for Taylor Smith. Just talked about how this team, they don't have a big post presence down low, but a nice little give and go action there. Nice little alley-oop to Taylor Smith to get things going for the money team. Buckeyes a little sloppy here. David Leidy reverses it to Scott at the top of the key. Big ball screen set by Jeff Gibbs. Scott comes in, steps into it, and he gives the Buckeyes their first 3 points here on the evening. 3-2, Carmen's lead with the lead here in quarter number 1. Crawford, top of the key, dribbling over to the right wing, crosses over, pull-up jumper, hand in his face, misses it. On the long rebound attempt, here comes David Leidy. David Leidy not going to pass it, going to go all the way up, misses the shot, but he's fouled. He'll go to the free throw line for 2. You're listening to the TBT on WING here. Third round action. The winner of this matchup again advances to UD Arena for championship weekend. Carmen's crew, the Ohio State Buckeyes, of course, won the TBT championship back in 2019. William Buford, their MVP that season for that tournament run. And then last year they got knocked out early. They were upset in the first round and looking to pick up where they left off from 2019. Of course, last year was the TBT bubble season. But it always helps whenever they have the regional that they get to host. They hosted it at Capitol 2 years ago. Here at the Covelli this season, and a lot of scarlet and gray. David Leidy misses the second free throw attempt. He splits the pair. It's 4-2. Carmen's Crew with the lead. 7:58 to go. Crawford handling the rock at the top of the key. Comes off the high ball screen set by Taylor Smith. Smith cuts to the basket. Not open. Now Jared Jones with the rock. He's going to do a quick handoff to Ledbetter. Ledbetter coming off the Jones screen. Lobs it up. No, it's a pass down low and an easy lay-in for Jared Jones. Love the ball movement and the play off the ball that's leading to good cuts to the basket for some easy looks. And right now, we're all tied up with 7:34 to go. William Buford backing down Ledbetter. A little turnaround jumper to his right shoulder. That's a miss. Coming away is Jeff Gibbs. Jeff Gibbs going to go right up over the defender, but he doesn't draw iron. He's looking at the official, slapping his own wrist, trying to indicate that, hey, I was fouled. Ledbetter with the ball, picks up his dribble, being guarded by David Leidy. Reverses it to the right wing. Number 9, Taylor Smith. Handoff back to Jordan Crawford. Jordan Crawford, double team, kicks it back out. Jones wide open, takes the wing three. Carmen's Crew trails now 7-4. Hot start here for the money team. A lot of confidence. And they would love to quiet this scarlet and gray crowd here, filling up the Covelli Center. William Buford on the right wing, trying to get the ball down low to Jeff Gibbs. Reverses it back to David Leidy at the top of the key. Works back to the left wing. Now into Kufis on the post. He's being guarded by Jones down low. Kufis to his left shoulder. Cross-court pass to William Buford, who zips right past the defender, lobs it up in a layup. And the Buckeyes cut it within one. 7-6, 6:42. Carmen's Crew trails. Crawford coming off the high ball screen. It's deflected off the foot. Loose ball. Scott diving on the floor. Kicks out to Jeff Gibbs. Gibbs to Kufis. Kufis right back to Gibbs. And Gibbs with the layup. It's not too often where you see the 4 and the 5 lead a fast break. And well, that explains why it was a little bit of awkwardness in transition. But Kufis with a nice quick reversal to get Gibbs an easy layup. 8-7. The Buckeyes take the lead. Right back. Kufis guarding Taylor Smith in the post. A fadeaway jumper with Kufis' hand in his face, and he buries it. 9-8 now, lead right back to the money team. Shannon Scott, William Buford to his right, Jeff Gibbs, and David Leidy to his left. Leidy with the ball on the left wing. This time he fakes the pass, dribbles in, sucks the defense in, right back out to Buford. Buford zips right past the defender, spin move. David Leidy, the intended target, but it's deflected. It'll be Buckeye basketball. Out of bounds in front of the money team bench. William Buford will pass it in. 17 seconds on the shot clock. Jeff Gibbs with the ball at the top of the key, just a step inside the tee. Nice cut to the basket, and William Buford gets an easy lay-in. 10-9, 5:46 to go here in the first quarter. Charles Jenkins bringing the ball up the floor for the money team. Nice cut to the basket. Good pass out to the corner by Taylor Smith, and they're going to say it was a foul on Taylor Smith. The possession will stay here with money. So our first substitution here of the afternoon, number 21, Tremel Darden, will check in. And he'll replace Taylor Smith. And we'll see our first substitution for the Buckeyes. This time we'll see number 2, Julian Mavunga. He'll be at the power forward, 6'8", from Miami of Ohio. A jumper is missed, and that jumper was taken quickly by Jared Jones. One pass in from out of bounds and quick fire. William Buford bringing the ball up, being heavily guarded by Jordan Crawford. They get the ball into Costa Kufis on the left block. Zips right past the defender, and a nice easy layup on the nice reversal. 12-9 now, Carmen's Crew up by 3. 5:15 to go. Crawford being heavily guarded by Shannon Scott. Shannon Scott pops to the opposite end of where the screen was being set. Double team down to the middle. A wide open 3. Bobbles it a bit, gets the shot off. Kufis comes away with the rebound. Quick outlet pass to Shannon Scott. Shannon Scott up the floor to Mavunga. Mavunga being heavily guarded by Tremel Darden. Mavunga loose ball. Coming away with it is Ledbetter. Ledbetter quick outlet pass. Crawford this time going to find Jenkins in transition. It's blocked by David Leidy. Kick it right back out to the corner on the loose ball, and that's going to be a made 3 by Jordan Crawford. Unfortunate break for the Buckeyes there. They played excellent transition defense. The block shot by David Leidy leads to an open 3 for Crawford. Kufis getting the ball in the post. No one's going to be able to. Nope, he gets blocked. Just as I say, no one's going to be able to defend him. Opposite side, help side block. Stops Kufis, and Ledbetter in transition can't hit the 3. Loose ball, chase down Shannon Scott. Shannon Scott, the leader on the floor, saying, let's slow it down, then reset. Shannon Scott all of a sudden turns up the speed, met by a double team, gets it to Mavunga. Mavunga on the right wing and hand it right back off. Note, he keeps it, this time reversal to Kufis at the free throw line extended. This time he's going to go right in against Jared Jones and gets the easy layup. Kufis got his shot blocked the last time down the floor and made sure that wasn't the case this time. 14-12, back to a lead for the Buckeyes, 4:01 to go. Crawford being guarded by Scott. About 10 feet outside that left wing. Crawford dribbles in. Quick shot there by Jenkins. His three-point shot is blocked by Scott. Jenkins gets the shot back. Quick pass inside. That's Darden. Darden with an easy lay-in, and we're all tied up at 14 apiece. 3:45 to go. William Buford up the left side just passes the Puma sign. Being guarded by Crawford. Spin move inside. Splits the defense. Draws the foul and one. So that's going to lead to our first timeout here of the evening. And right now, it's a very exciting game, whether you're watching on ESPN or hanging out with us here on 1410 Wing AM. We appreciate you watching the 2021 TBT. It's the TBT on WING. Carmen's Crew leads at 16-14 with 3:39 to go. William Buford looking to extend that lead to 3 when we come out of the timeout.
Greatness. It's not born of coincidence. It's not a product of luck. It's forged through dedication, drills, and the acquisition of new skills. Wanting won't get you there, but sweat equity just might.
Timothy's Bar and Grill on Brown Street wants to wish the Dayton Flyers Red Scare the best of luck in their journey through the basketball tournament. Wear red, be loud, go Flyers!
Attention Class A CDL drivers. Looking to be more than just a number? Yoel Transportation in Dayton is looking for drivers with at least 1.5 years experience. Yoel has open positions for no-tarp flatbed drivers and no-touch regional or local van drivers. Yoel is ELD compliant and offers 401k with match, medical, dental, vision, holiday pay, vacation, safety bonuses, and now has a rider policy. Call Rick or Joe at 937-294-5933 and ask about the $5,000 sign-on bonus today.
It's the TBT on WING. Back to more Carmen's Crew basketball on 1410 ESPN Radio and online at wingam.com.
16-14, Ohio State's Carmen's Crew up 2 with 3:39 to go here in the first quarter. William Buford leading the team in scoring with 6 points, 3 of 4 shooting. In fact, coming out of this timeout, he'll be at the free throw line looking to cap off a 3-point play opportunity. Costa Kufis, the big man in the middle, the 7-footer. He's 2 of 3 from the field. He has 4 points. Shannon Scott, he's 1 of 1 from the floor from behind the 3-point line. He has 3. David Leidy split a pair of free throws earlier in the quarter. He has 1 point. We welcome you back to the TBT on WING. Carmen's Crew have worn their white jerseys with the red trim in games 1 and 2. This time they broke out the blackout jerseys. Black jerseys, red trim with the white lettering and gray lettering. So they're back out on the floor. William Buford, Jeff Gibbs, Mavunga, Shannon Scott, and David Leidy are your Buckeye 5 waiting for the money team coming out of this timeout. The money team opting to use every available second of this timeout as they try to come up with a way to slow down the Buckeye attack. Again, if you're just tuning in, it's 16-14 with 3:39 to go. Leading the way in scoring for the money team, number 3 in Jared Jones, a 6'9" forward from Ball State. He has 7 points here in the early going. Only 2 other money team players have scored, and Smith and Darden each with a field goal apiece. But it's been a lot of the heavy lifting coming from Jones. So William Buford going to step back to the free throw line, looking to cap off the 3-point play. Free throw is up, and he knocks it down. He caps it off. That's 7 points now for William Buford. He has 7 to the Carmen's Crew, 17. So bringing the ball, just subbing in for the money team, Xavier Munford. Mumford gets the ball back on the left wing, being guarded by Shannon Scott. Mumford on the pass attempt to Taylor Smith. It's deflected, nearly coming away with it to Scott, and that's going to be a 3-point attempt and missed by Ledbetter. The long rebound fell in the hands of Taylor Smith, but they're saying he pushed off to get the loose ball, so it'll be possession for the Buckeyes. David Leidy will take it out. Bringing the ball up the floor is Shannon Scott. Going to slow down the pace. Buckeyes would like to make this a 2-possession game here coming down. David Lighty on the left wing. David Lighty trying to get the ball to Jeff Gibbs. He gets it. Jeff Gibbs being guarded by Ledbetter. Jeff Gibbs to his left shoulder. Going to spin, fake spin, go up, kick it right back out. William Buford has 7. Make it 10. 10 points for William Buford. He is feeling it right now, and that gives the Buckeyes a 2-possession lead. They lead by 6. It's 20-14 with 2:55 to go. Ledbetter picks his dribble up, nearly loses it. Gets the ball over to Jones in the corner, being guarded by Crawford, and that's going to be a made 3. Julian Mavunga now bringing the ball up the floor for the Buckeyes. Going to come off the Shannon Scott ball screen. Reverses it back to Shannon Scott on the left wing. Now he'll do the honors and set the screen. Quick pass to Jeff Gibbs. Jeff Gibbs takes the 3. Back-to-back threes for Ohio State. William Buford hit the last one down the floor. Jeff Gibbs opts to take it this time, and he capitalized on it. Good cut to the basket. Wide open is Smith, and Smith gets the easy lay-in on the give and go. 23-19. Every time the Buckeyes start to pull away, you got to give the money team credit. They come right back quickly and strike at the other end. Mavunga trying to lob it into Gibbs. Good help side defense by Tremel Darden. Darden quickly outlets it to Jenkins. Jenkins going to kick it out to the corner. A wide open 3. It's airballed. Scott came down with the rebound, but his foot was out of bounds, so the possession will stay here with the money team. It'll be their ball out of bounds underneath their own bucket. That was Peyton Aldridge. 6'8" forward from Davidson, who missed the wide open 3 attempt with the air ball. Crawford back in for the money team. Substitution now for the Buckeyes. Fan favorite John Diebler just checking in, and it's mishandled on the inbounds attempt, and that was Xavier Mumford, the 6'4" guard from Rhode Island. So now David Lighty will bring the ball up the floor. We are at the 2-minute marker, 23-19. Carmen's crew with the lead. David Lighty running the offense. He reverses over to the right wing. That's number 15, Keyshawn Woods. Woods gets the ball to Jeff Gibbs. Gibbs being guarded by Smith, and Gibbs goes up. His shot is blocked on the help side defensive rotation by Tremel Darden. And now here comes Crawford and the money team in transition. Quick pass inside. Good layup attempt by Taylor Smith. Smith misses it. Mavunga coming away with the loose ball. Mavunga going to go right at Crawford. Keeps his dribble alive. Kicks it back out to Gibbs. Quick reversal to Lighty. Right back to the corner. Sean Woods thought about it, puts it on the deck. Right-hand dribble, kick out. William Buford passes to John Diebler, and John Diebler knocks it down. Nice little 1-2 step. The OHSAA all-time leading scorer. Didn't take long for him to check into the game to make an impact right away. 26-19. The shot is missed off the front of the rim. Mavunga coming away with the rebound. Mavunga opting not to outlet pass. Finds Diebler quickly. Diebler with an extra pass to Woods in the corner. And right now it's raining threes here at the Covelli Center. And just like that, the Buckeyes have extended the lead to 10. It's 29-19 with 1:08 to go. Buckeyes are rolling. Trying to punch their ticket to Dayton for championship week for the TBT. There's a timeout out on the floor. We'll take a timeout here as well. It's the TBT on WING. We'll be back in just a moment.
Guys, stop putting your love life on hold. U.S. Pharmacy has some exciting news. If you've been wanting to try Viagra or Cialis, now's the perfect time. Call today and receive 90 little blue or little yellow pills for only $119 with free shipping. Why order some low-dose sildenafil from one of those subscription services when we can give you what you want now? Call 800-990-6271 and we'll rush your order discreetly packaged to your door. Been thinking about trying Viagra or Cialis? Call U.S. Pharmacy at 800-990-6271 for as little as only $119 for 90 pills. Need your package in a hurry?
Ohio State has shot the ball 15 times. They've connected on 11 of those 15 attempts. They're shooting the ball 73%, and they are 100% from behind the three-point line, 5 of 5, and that's about as good a start as you could draw up if you're Jared Sullinger, head coach / general manager for Carmen's crew. Crawford trying to get the ball into the post. It's deflected. Good interior defense by Diebler. Diebler on the strip attempt. Good job by Tremel Darden. The second that Diebler reached, he spun to his opposite shoulder and got the easy lane at the bucket. Mavunga going to go coast to coast. He's going to go right at Peyton Aldridge. Peyton Aldridge didn't stand a chance, and that's going to be a nice lay-in. And an extra 2 points for the Buckeyes, who now lead at 31-21. We are under 40 seconds to go. Holding the ball is Xavier Mumford. Mumford running the offense, being guarded by David Lighty. He's going to wave off Jared Jones to the corner to go in isolation. There's 16 seconds on the shot clock, about 11 seconds separating shot clock and game clock. Mumford being guarded by Lighty. No one to his left or right. This time popping up for the ball screen was Jared Jones. Crawford still with it. Mumford crossover dribble, going to go right at Ravenel. Kicks it out to Aldridge in the corner. Aldridge misses that one. Skying up for the offensive rebound attempt. It's Tramel Darden who couldn't come away with it. They're saying it was an air ball and that it's a shot clock violation. Right now they're trying to get some of the confusion ironed out on the floor. So it's going to stay possession with the money team out of bounds underneath their own basket. The shot clock is no longer a factor as there's only 11.9 seconds remaining. 31-21. Buckeyes Carmen's crew being led by William Buford with 10 points. 10 seconds. Crawford, who's played real well, has 3 points, 3 rebounds, and a couple of his handling the ball at the top of the key, but he's fouled. Crawford will take the ball, sideline out of bounds. There's 7.4 seconds remaining. Look for Mumford to come up and get it. Mumford or Jones. Jones gets it, hands it right back off to Crawford. Crawford with 4 seconds. Going to go right at Crawford in the corner. Finds Mumford. Mumford, as time expires, misses off the front of the rim, and that'll do it. Carmen's crew with a double-digit 10-point advantage. It's 31-21 after 9 minutes of play. Carmen's crew trying to punch their ticket to Dayton for championship weekend, but they still have 3 quarters to go. But this is one heck of a start as they have hit 12 of 16 shots, shooting 75%, 100% from behind the three-point line as they're 5 of 5. Buckeyes dominating in every fashion of the game. So that wraps it up after 1 quarter of play, 31-21 Carmen's crew. We'll be back in just a moment. More of the TBT on WING.
Greatness. It's not born of coincidence. It's not a product of luck. It's forged through dedication, drills, and the acquisition of new skills. Wanting won't get you there, but sweat equity just might.
Timothy's Bar and Grill on Brown Street wants to wish the Dayton Flyers Red Scare the best of luck in their journey through the basketball tournament. Wear red, be loud, go Flyers!
If you drive, you need the free Get Upside Gas app that pays you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy. The free Get Upside Gas app gets you up to 50 cents a gallon cash back every time you buy gas. 3 million people have earned cash back with Get Upside just for buying gas.
I always use Get Upside.
It's just free money for buying gas.
Download the free Get Upside app now in the App Store or Google Play. Use promo code PASS. Earn cash back on gas on every fill up. Just download the free Get Upside app and use promo code PASS. Get Upside. Code PASS.
31-21. Carmen's crew leads it after 1 quarter of play. We'll go down the leading scorer list. William Buford leading the way. He's 4 of 5 from the floor with 10 points, a couple rebounds, and an assist. Costa Koufis, the big man in the middle, he's 2 of 3 from the floor. He has 4. Jeff Gibbs, 2 of 4 with a 3-pointer. He has 5 points to go along with a couple boards as well. Balanced scoring across the board as Devin Scott and John Diebler, of course, all have, or Shannon Scott, I apologize. Shannon Scott and John Diebler each with a 3 apiece. David Leidy with a 3 as well. Keyshawn Woods with 3, and Mavunga with 2 points. If you look at the money team, 21 points in that first quarter, and they're shooting 43%. 3-11 from behind the three-point line. That honestly was not a bad first quarter at all for the money team offensively. Shooting 43%, hitting some threes, getting to the free throw line. But what they are not doing is finding a way to stop the transition attack and the fast break for Carmen's Crew's offense, and then also not closing out on the three-point shooters. Ohio State 5 of 5 from behind the three-point line. 5 wide open three-pointers. They're not even contested. That's going to be something that they have to look out for. But because they're undersized, they're constantly sending double teams down into the post, leaving a lot of space between them and their man, leaving them wide open for threes. Right now, the Buckeyes just making them pay. And if Ohio State keeps shooting this way from behind the three-point line, this will be done by halftime. Leading the way in scoring for the money team, number 3, Jared Jones, the 6'9" forward from Ball State. He has 7 points. Ledbetter and Crawford with 3 apiece. And then 4 points each for Smith and Darden. Winning the rebounding battle as we currently sit here right now. Ohio State leads it as the rebounding edge by 1. They've out rebounded the money team by 1, 9-8. 14 of Carmen Crew's 31 have come into paint. The rest, of course, they've been shooting the ball from distance really well as well. All right, so we are off and rolling here in quarter number 2. Lenzel Smith Jr. checking into the ball game for the first time for Carmen's Crew. Lenzel Smith Jr. along with John Diebler, Mavunga, Keyshawn Woods, and Evan Ravenel round out your Buckeye 5. here in the TBT. Ledbetter trying to cut to the basket. Good defense by Mavunga, who cuts off his lane. Mavunga still sticking to his left hip. He's going to chase him all the way out. Good switch between him and Diebler. Diebler now on Ledbetter. Ball's deflected. Mavunga almost came away with it. Mavunga, good defense on ball, going right at Darden. Darden, turn away, fade away jumper, no good. Lenzel Smith coming away with the rebound. Lenzel Smith going to have to keep it. He'll bring it up himself. He has Evan Ravenel to his left. Mavunga to his right. He waves Mavunga off. Now trying to look at Diebler. Mavunga with it. Diebler going to set the ball screen. Mavunga comes off quickly, reverses it back to Diebler. Diebler thought about it. Good defense by Crawford. Lenzel Smith on the left wing, reverses it to Mavunga. Mavunga back to Diebler. Diebler finds in the post as Lenzel Smith Jr. Nice give and go action. Easy lay-in. Buckeyes 33-21 now, their largest lead of the evening. 8:14 to go here in the first half. Jordan Crawford, point guard, 5'6" from Bowling Green, bringing the ball up the floor. Jared Jones now with the ball on the left wing. Jared Jones being heavily guarded by Evan Ravenel, has him all the way backed up all the way to the B of the TBT center court. Mumford with the ball being guarded by Woods. Mumford, crossover dribble, creates some separation, fadeaway three, can't get the shot to fall. Ravenel chasing it down, quick outlet pass to Mavunga. Mavunga going to bring it up. Diebler trying to set the direction here. Mavunga going to go right at the defense. Quick pass to Woods. Woods back out to John Diebler. John Diebler misses the shot. Pulling down the rebound is Tremel Darden. He'll bring it up the floor. Tremel Darden played at Niagara. Darden finds Crawford. Crawford going to go right past Lenzel Smith. Lenzel Smith recovers. Pushes him back out. 22 seconds on the shot clock. Crowd loves the defensive effort. Crawford cross court finds Jared Jones for three in the corner. And Jared Jones puts an end to the scoring drought for the money team. Mavunga as the ball out of bounds, miscommunication, no one there to receive the pass from inbounds. Mavunga going to get it right back. Mavunga has Ravenel to his right, Keyshawn Woods to his left. Diebler setting the ball screen, stagger screen. Diebler rotates back out, quick pass inside to Woods. Good recovery there defensively by Jones for the money team. Woods, 16 seconds on the shot clock, gets the ball to Ravenel, being guarded by Ledbetter. Nice spin move and a nice lay-in. Good job by Evan Ravenel using his wide frames to create some space. Could tell the defense was hugging his hip, and he turned the opposite shoulder. That three is missed by Tremel Darden. Money team starting to look a little tired right now. Mavunga, step back three just inside the tee, and chasing it down is Ledbetter. Diebler almost coming away with the long rebound. Diebler trying to get back in transition defensively, trying to reach in to steal the ball. Can't get there in time. That's going to be Mumford with an easy baseline dribble and score. 6:20 to go here in the first half. 35-25, 10-point game, still double-digit lead for Carmen's crew. Lenzel Smith bringing the ball up the floor for the Buckeyes. Going to come off the John Diebler high ball screen. Mavunga gets the ball in the post. No double team yet. Mumford comes down to help. Nice spin move inside, and he's blocked from the help side. Excellent defense there by Jared Jones. Now here comes Mumford. Mumford doesn't have the lane that he wanted. This time, a nice pass down low inside to Darden. Darden goes up, and he gets the easy lay-in off the extra pass. And now, all of a sudden, it's 35-27, a little 6-2 run for the money team. 35-27, 5:51 to go. And the Buckeyes continuing to roll here at the Covelli Center. Timeout out on the floor. We'll take a timeout ourselves. You're listening to the TBT on WING. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
With Cricket Wireless, you get everything you want in a great wireless plan.
Everything?
Yeah, like nationwide 5G speeds for nonstop downloading, everything.
Are you saying super fast 5G downloading right before you get on the plane? Everything?
Yep, your favorite shows and movies just in time for the flight, everything.
Passengers, get ready for takeoff.
And we're off with everything we need.
It's everything you want, including the price. Smile, you're on Cricket.
Speed restrictions apply. Video and standard definition. Compatible plan and device required for 5G access, which may not be available in your area. For 5G coverage, see cricketwireless.com/map.
Back here to Columbus, Ohio at the Covelli Center. TBT on WING. Ohio State Buckeyes alumni team Carmen's crew leads it by 8. It's 35-27 with just under 6 minutes to go. Lenzel Smith bringing the ball up the floor for the Buckeyes. He has Keyshawn Woods and John Diebler to his left. Evan Ravenel rotates up. Now he has the ball at the top of the key. Quick pass to Lenzel Smith. Nice fake pass. This time John Diebler from the corner. Can't get that shot to fall. Keyshawn Woods coming away with the offensive rebound and finds Lenzel Smith Jr. wide open underneath the bucket for an easy second chance opportunity to lead back to 10 now. 37-27. Here comes Crawford. Crawford going to get the easy layup attempt in transition. Can't get it to fall. Keyshawn Woods coming away with the rebound. Picks up his dribble, met by a double team. Quick pass to David Lottie. Behind the back pass to the corner. Lenzel Smith gets the defender in the air. Takes the three. Can't get that to fall. Fighting for it down low is Evan Ravenau, but I think it's going to be a foul that'll stay on the floor, and that's going to be against the undersized Tremel Darden, who was trying to hold his own against Evan Ravenau on the box-out attempt. So that's Darden's second foul, and he's going to come out of the ball game. Number 23, Peyton Aldridge in the ball game, along with number 9, Taylor Smith. Number 22, Charles Jenkins. Number 2, Jeff Ledbetter, and Jordan Crawford rounds out your 5 for the money team. Evan Ravenau with the ball way at the top of the key. John Diebler now has it. 17 seconds of the shot clock. Quick pass to David Lottie. David Lottie going to step back against Aldridge. Gets the shot to fall. Nice mid-range jumper there for David Lottie in the lead to 12 now. 39-27, 4:57 to go. Crawford being guarded by Lenzel Smith, reverses it to Aldridge, being guarded by David Lottie. Ledbetter coming off the 1-2 step. Nice handoff by Aldridge. Ledbetter keeping his dribble alive underneath the bucket. Good defense by David Lottie. The crowd thought that he had forced him to step out of bounds, but the official's saying too much contact there, and that's going to be a foul against Lottie. Lottie's saying, I didn't touch him. The contact was initiated by Ledbetter. David Lottie doing an excellent job of forcing him along the baseline in front of the Buckeye bench there. And he gave him space using the baseline as an extra defender, but they're saying he fouled him. 20 seconds on the shot clock, 4:44 to go. Crawford steps into the three. Can't get it to fall. David Lottie coming away with the defensive rebound. David Lottie opts not to outlet it. He keeps it himself, just passes the half-court line, passing the Puma sign. David Lottie keeps his ball in the air. This time gets it to Lenzel Smith. His back to the basket. Cross-court pass to Keyshawn Woods. Wide open. Can't get that one to fall. Ledbetter coming away with the defensive rebound. Quick outlet pass to Crawford way up the floor. Now another cross-court pass to a wide-open Jenkins. Jenkins just a step inside the three-point line. Knocks down the long two. 39-29, 4:14 to go. So Keyshawn Woods with David Lottie, John Diebler, and Lenzel Smith Jr. and Costa Kufis now. David Lottie gets it, going to wave Keyshawn Woods through, being guarded by Aldridge. Kufis now at the top, has the ball being guarded by Taylor Smith. Kufis back to David Lottie. David Lottie with 13 seconds on the shot clock, gets the ball to Keyshawn Woods. Nice defense by Jordan Crawford doing the old pulling of the chair, and that's going to lead to a travel. Textbook chair pull right there by Crawford. That's a turnover for Ohio State, and it'll be Moneyball basketball. On the other side, it's 39-29, a 10-point advantage for Ohio State's Carmen's crew. And we have 3:52 to go here in half number one here at the Covelli Center in Columbus, Ohio. We'll be back in 60 seconds. You're listening to the TBT on WING.
Greatness. It's not born of coincidence. It's not a product of luck. It's forged through dedication, drills, and the acquisition of new skills. Wanting won't get you there, but sweat equity just might.
Timothy's Bar and Grill on Brown Street wants to wish the Dayton Flyers Red Scare the best of luck in their journey through the basketball tournament. Wear red, be loud, go Flyers!
O'Reilly. If you're ready for an oil change, trust the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts to recommend the best products for your car. Right now, get 5 quarts of Valvoline full synthetic motor oil and a Wix filter for $33.99. Plus, get a $10 gift card after mail-in rebate and double O-Rewards points. Stop by O'Reilly Auto Parts today or visit O'ReillyAuto.com.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
It's the TBT on WING. Back to more Carmen's Crew basketball on 1410 ESPN Radio and online at wingam.com.
Ohio State's Carmen's Crew is hitting 50% of their 10 three-point attempts that they have taken. Now, that sounds really good, but Ohio State was shooting 100% from behind the three-point line after hitting their first 5 three-point attempts. They're over their last 5 from behind the three-point line with a couple misses by Keyshawn Woods and John Diebler. Ohio State still shooting a very high percent. Again, shooting 62%, hitting 16 of their 26 attempts here in the early going. Still winning the rebounding battle, 16-12, and they're still being led in scoring by William Buford, who has 10 first-half points. He hasn't scored since the first quarter. And we're just under 4 minutes remaining here in the first half. Every Buckeye that has stepped foot on the floor has scored. Every player for the money team that has stepped foot on the floor has scored except for Peyton Aldridge. But Peyton Aldridge has had his hands full defensively. This is a money team that doesn't have a player over 7 foot. They don't have a player over 6'8". They're very undersized. You have a lot of undersized post players having to go up against much bigger bigs. And Aldridge is dealing with a lot of the heavy lifting. We welcome you back. It's 39-29. Ohio State's Carmen's Crew with the lead over money team. 3:52 to go here in the first half. This third round matchup, the winner of this matchup will advance to the TBT quarterfinals at UD Arena this coming up weekend. 10 different players have stepped foot out on the floor for Ohio State's Carmen's Crew. We have yet to see a fan favorite in Aaron Kraft. He's the only Buckeye that we have yet to see make his way out onto the floor right now. In fact, we're going to see a couple players check back into the game. This is actually the most we've seen of John Diebler, as it looks as if he's kind of getting his legs back as the tournament goes on. John Diebler with 3 points. He's 1 of 3 from the floor. Does have 2 assists and a couple steals. He's been providing a spark defensively as well. William Buford, John Diebler, Lenzel Smith Jr., Kosta Koufos, and David Leidy, your Buckeye 5 on the floor. This time the money team going to go right into the post. They're going to attack William Buford as they got the ball into the post into Jared Jones.
His first person, 17 foul.
So it'll be Moneyball basketball out of bounds underneath their own basket. That's going to be number 5, Xavier Mumford, 6'4" guard from Rhode Island, taking it out of bounds and inbounds pass underneath their own basket. Ledbetter from Idaho has the ball being guarded by Diebler. Ledbetter trying to create separation, drives baseline. Good defense by John Diebler, keeping him against the baseline. Good cut to the bucket by Aldridge. Now every player for the money team has scored a bucket. Nice cut to the basket by Aldridge, and good dish by Ledbetter. Now bringing the ball up the floor is David Leidy. 39-31, 3:23 to go. David Leidy reverses it to Lenzel Smith. Lenzel Smith trying to get the ball to Koufos in the post, spinning to his right shoulder, and he's fouled. And now he'll go to the free throw line for 2. Being credited the foul is Jared Jones down low. Kosta Koufos here tonight, the 7-footer, 4 points. He's 2 of 3 from the floor, and he'll head to the free throw line for his first and second free throw attempts of the evening. First free throw attempt is up, and he knocks it in. Ohio State, that's their 4th three-pointer here tonight. They're 3 of 4. We've yet to see the money team get to the charity stripe. They're doing what they're supposed to in regards to attacking the defense, attacking the bucket, getting high percentage looks, but they haven't been rewarded with the foul calls. Mumford now handling the ball at the top of the key, waving up the ball screen. He zips right past Lenzel Smith, and that's the easiest bucket we've seen for the money team here tonight, 41-33. Maybe fatigue starting to settle in for Carmen's Crew. Lenzel Smith at the left wing, trying to get the ball to Koufos. Koufos now, this time going to go right at Jared Jones once again, puts the ball on the deck, has 4 defenders around him, and he gets the layup to fall. That's the best chance that Moneyball has, that the money team has in regards to finding a way to stop Koufos. 3 different defenders with a 4th on the help side coming at him, and he's able to score over pretty much the entire team. Ledbetter coming off the high ball screen has David Leidy to his left hip. Good cut to the basket. Now Aldridge, who was the last player to score of all money team players, he has the team's last 2 field goals, and just like that, it's an 8-point ball game. 43-35, 2:22 to go. Now the crowd's waking up a bit. David Leidy this time going to go right back to Kosta Koufos. It's deflected from behind. Good defense by Jared Jones. Ledbetter coming away with the loose ball. Quickly gets the outlet to Xavier Mumford. Mumford pushing tempo. 2:11 to go. Finds Ledbetter. Ledbetter splits the defense, and he's going to draw the foul against Shannon Scott. So Lenzel Smith Jr. comes out. I just mentioned it a little bit ago that the crowd had been waiting to see one of the biggest fan favorites in Buckeye basketball history, Aaron Kraft, who makes his way onto the floor. It's fun to watch Aaron Kraft, William Buford, David Leidy, Kosta Koufos on the floor together. Shannon Scott coming off the ball screen after being hit hard. Mumford still handling the ball. Scott guarding the ball. 16 seconds on the shot clock. Exactly 2 minutes remaining. Mumford against Scott. Mumford coming off the ball screen. Good cut to the rim by Darden. Darden pull-up jumper with Koufos' hand in his face. Scott quickly taps it out to David Leidy. David Leidy now pushing tempo up the opposite side of the court on the left. David Leidy with the defender on his left hip, and that's going to be a foul against Ledbetter. David Leidy frustrated questioning what took so long. Lottie did a good job of putting the defender on his left hip and trying to dribble to the lane, but again, you had Ledbetter's arm hooked up around him. Took about 3 seconds before the official finally blew the whistle. So it'll remain possession with Ohio State's Carmen's Crew. Shannon Scott will take it out of bounds underneath. Inbounds pass to Kufis at the top of the key. A handoff to William Buford. He's at the tee of the TBT center court patch. Buford comes off the Kufis ball screen. Pull up, jumper, mid-range, knocks it in. His first point since the first quarter. Still leads the team in scoring. That's his 12th point, his 5th field goal. He's only missed one. 45-35, back to a 10-point lead, 1:26 to go. A wide open three in the corner, and this is not good as William Buford comes down hard on his ankle, not able to put too much pressure on it. He's going to make his way down to the opposite end, but Buckeye fans holding their breath now as they know their chance to win this TBT championship. It rides through him. Aaron Kraft with the ball, reverses it back to Buford. Buford trying to get the ball inside to Kufis, and the defense rotated over to Kufis, which led Shannon Scott wide open. He just couldn't get to the bucket. Nice attempt there by David Lottie trying to dump it into Kufis. In transition, now here comes Mumford. Mumford met by Scott and Aaron Kraft, and they come away with the steal. Shannon Scott in the middle, Aaron Kraft to his left, Aaron Kraft to Kufis. Kufis gets the defender off his feet, gets the lay-in, misses it, but he'll go to the free throw line for two. So William Buford, it appears he's able to put a little bit more weight on it than what we saw just a few moments ago, but he is going to come out. And I think that's the right decision by Coach Solinger. Again, right now you have a double-digit lead with under a minute to go in the first half. Like to keep Buford as healthy as possible again and maybe not put too much pressure on it. William Buford saying, hey, you know what? I'm fine. Solinger tried to substitute Lenzel Smith Jr. back into the ballgame. William Buford said he's fine. He unties his shoe to retighten him, to tighten those things up. And again, he's going to try and play this final 47.5 seconds. Goes to Kufis, knocks down the first free throw attempt. He has one more coming his way. Xavier Mumford will check out for the money team, and we'll see Jordan Crawford check back in. Darden and Taylor Smith trying to battle it down low on the defensive rebound attempt there. No, the second free throw is good. 47-35, under a minute to go here in the first half. Jordan Crawford bringing the ball up the floor. Setting the high ball stream is Taylor Smith. Ledbetter coming in, 1-2 step way behind the three-point line. Ledbetter took that shot with confidence. He had two defenders in his face, but I think he made up his mind on whether he was going to fire or not before he even had the ball in his hands. Aaron Kraft bringing the ball up. He has David Lighty and Kufis to his left, Buford and Shannon Scott to his right. Kraft going to slow it down. The shot clock is no longer a factor. 17 seconds remaining. Kraft going to hold for the final shot. The Scarlet and Gray fans on their feet. Kraft picks up his dribble. Quick back to Kufis. Kufis handoff back to Kraft. 8 seconds to go. Kraft with the ball at the top of the key, being heavily guarded by Smith. Kraft going to dribble and kick it out to David Lighty. David Lighty to close out the first half. Buries the three. And Aaron Kraft coming away with the steal, and he gets another shot off, but that'll do it for the first half, and what a way to finish it out. Ohio State, 49, the money team, 38. One half of play is in the books. They're putting one more point up on the board as they're saying it was a three. There was questions of whether or not Lighty's foot was on the line. But one more time after 2 quarters of play, 18 minutes in, Carmen's Crew, Ohio State leads it 50-38 over the money team. And the Buckeye fans are loving it here in the Covelli Center. It's halftime. We'll have second half preview as well as a first half wrap up. Plus, Shay Neal will give you scores around Major League Baseball and give you an update on the Cincinnati Reds. We are Dayton's home of the Reds, taking an off night tonight to bring you the TBT on WING. We'll step away for a few as that wraps it up here in the first half. Carmen's Crew 50, money team 38. Halftime now.
Greatness. It's not born of coincidence. It's not a product of luck. It's forged through dedication, drills, and the acquisition of new skills. Wanting won't get you there, but sweat equity just might.
Timothy's Bar and Grill on Brown Street wants to wish the Dayton Flyers Red Scare the best of luck in their journey through the basketball tournament. Wear red, be loud, go Flyers!
Texting enrolls you into reoccurring automated text messages. Message and data rates may apply.
Come on, one more rep. You got this. 10. There it is. Nice work, man. You're a beast.
Thanks, man. I feel better than I have in years. And I got to tell you, taking Nugenix makes a huge difference for me.
Nugenix? That's the testosterone booster with TV ads with Frank Thomas. The big hurt, right?
Oh, yeah. The patented key ingredient is testofen, which helps boost free testosterone levels and increase lean muscle mass.
Well, it's clearly working for you. Hey, are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try for themselves?
Yeah, Nugenix is a great way to increase lean muscle and feel stronger with more energy and endurance.
Man, I need to get a complimentary bottle of Nugenix.
No problem. You just got to send them a text. Text both to 42424 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix, the #1 selling free testosterone booster at GNC. Plus, text now and we'll include a bottle of new Nugenix Thermo, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, to help get you back into shape fast, absolutely free. Text BOTH to 42424. That's both to 42424.
Greatness. It's not born of coincidence. It's not a product of luck. It's forged through dedication, drills, and the acquisition of new skills. Wanting won't get you there, but sweat equity just might.
Timothy's Bar and Grill on Brown Street wants to wish the Dayton Flyers Red Scare the best of luck in their journey through the basketball tournament. Wear red, be loud, go Flyers!
If you drive a car, truck, SUV, or vehicle of any kind, you need Get Upside, the free gas app that pays you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy. That's right. With the free Get Upside gas app, you can get up to 25 cents a gallon cash back every time you buy gas. Nearly 3 million people have earned cash back with Get Upside just for buying gas.
I always use Get Upside. Some months I make $200 to $300.
I love getting money back for things I use every day. It's just free money for buying gas.
There's no catch. It's simple. And you get your cash back right away.
Download the free Get Upside app now in the App Store or Google Play to save up to 25 cents per gallon when you buy gas. Use promo code SMILE for a 25-cent per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's up to 50 cents a gallon on your next fill up. You can cash out anytime to PayPal or an e-gift card for Amazon and other brands. Earn cash back on gas on every fill up. Just download the free Get Upside app and use promo code SMILE for a 25-cent per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code SMILE.
Research shows people remember radio ads that remind them of the past. So to help you remember that Liberty Mutual Insurance Company customizes your home insurance so you only pay for what you need, here's an ad that'll really take you back.
Back in my day, I heard a voice from the radio say, Liberty Mutual customizes my home insurance so I only pay for what I need. I'm getting on in years now, but heavens to Betsy, there are some things an old fella like me just never forgets.
Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Jay Farner here, CEO of Rocket Mortgage and Rocket Companies. Last year, we saw historically low mortgage interest rates. What you may not know is that interest rates are already starting to increase, and it's likely that trend is only going to continue. Our team of experts is standing by to help you save before rates go up. Don't look back and wish that you had taken action. Call 833-8ROCKET or visit rocketmortgage.com.
Rocket. Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender licensed in all 50 states and MLSConsumerAccess.org number 3030.
You have empty office space to fill or home office to create. You know what you need. You know what you'd like. But you also have a pretty good idea after you've shopped around the usual places what you need and what you like might not happen. Well, then you haven't been to Charles Larrick's Warehouse Outlet. Nobody has their selection. Nobody has their discounts. And every week there's something new. If you need office furniture, Larrick's Warehouse Outlet can sell it to you for half the price and below manufacturer's selected prices. Half price and below on hundreds of items. Selection from budget to the best. Really, desks from $50 to $5,000. Filing cabinets from $25 to $500. Before you go anywhere else, do yourself a favor and come to Larrick's Warehouse Outlet. With 25,000 square feet of selection, you're not going to go anywhere else. Larrick's Warehouse Outlet at 23 McOil Avenue, Dayton. Open Monday through Friday, 9 to 6. Larrick's, continuing the tradition.
There are three certainties in life, and it's death, taxes, and Joey Votto still bangs. Hi, I'm Shane Neal, back here in the 1410 WING studios. Halftime out in Columbus. Carmen's crew leading at 50-38. We'll get you back out there for second half action with Justin Kinner in just a few moments. But the Cincinnati Reds leading the Chicago Cubs tonight 5-2 in the sixth inning at Wrigley Field on the back of 2 home runs by the ageless wonder Joey Votto. Eugenio Suarez also has hit a home run, as has Jesse Winker, and 2 more hits for Kyle Farmer, who's now got that average up to 245, trying to make a case maybe that the Reds don't need a shortstop at the trade deadline. Some other scores around the league: Marlins over the Orioles 7-3, Nationals leading the Phillies 6-4. Trey Turner was pulled in that game in the first inning. A lot of people thought he might have been traded, but no, he actually just tested positive for the virus, and you know what I'm talking about. Brewers leading the Pirates 9-0. Cardinals leading the Indians 4-2. Braves over the Mets 12-5. Yankees over the Rays 4-2. Rangers over the D-backs 5-2. Twins over the Tigers 5-1. Royals over the White Sox 3-1. Rockies over the Angels 2-0. And Dodgers Giants just under the way. I'm excited for that one. 2 really talented teams out on the West Coast going to war in San Francisco this weekend. But again, Reds leading the Cubs 5-2. Bottom of the 6th, 2 outs. Vladimir Gutierrez still out on the mound trying to get through 6 innings. Suarez and Winker both with home runs, and Joey Votto with 2. And now that's Votto's 17th home run of the season. And keep in mind, he missed a month with a broken thumb. So quite a year for a guy who's 37 years old. All right, we're going to step away for 2 minutes. Other side of the break, we'll send it back out to Columbus. Justin Kinner will give you some first half stats and get you ready for second half of Carmen's crew and the money team out in Columbus. So you're listening to the TBT on WING. We'll be right back right after this.
The real estate market is always tough, but this market, it's unlike anything we've ever seen. When the average home stays on the market just 24 days and houses routinely go for more than the listing price, who you work with matters. Realtors have the expertise, local knowledge, and personal touch to give you a competitive advantage throughout the entire home buying process. And that's something an ordinary agent could never do. So make sure your agent is a realtor. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors. That's who we are.
Every time Taco Bell's nacho fries returned, those Mexican spices were drawing something closer to the surface.
And once they taste that warm nacho cheese sauce, they won't stop till there's nothing left.
Can the Fry Force save the world and the nacho fries we love?
So either we fight together, or we fry alone.
Or will the monsters devour us all? Get your nacho fries today while you can. Now serving at a Taco Bell near you. At participating U.S. locations for a limited time only.
Jay Farner here, CEO of Rocket Mortgage and Rocket Companies. Last year, we saw historically low mortgage interest rates. What you may not know is that interest rates are already starting to increase, and it's likely that trend is only going to continue. Our team of experts is standing by to help you save before rates go up. Don't look back and wish that you had taken action. Call 833-8ROCKET or visit rocketmortgage.com.
Rocket. Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender licensed in all 50 states and MLSConsumerAccess.org number 3030.
At Lowe's, we know your home is an expression of you, and we see you walking down these aisles of possibility, running your finger on that marble top Allen & Roth vanity, regularly $5.99, but now $3.49, and finding that perfect rattan pendant at an everyday low price of $99.98. In our showrooms of style, you'll find whatever you're into at a price you'll really get into. Lowe's, home to any budget, home to any possibility. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. See associate at Lowe's.com for details. Valid through 8/29/21. U.S. only.
It's the TBT on WING. Back to more Carmen's Crew basketball on 1410 ESPN Radio and online at wingam.com.
All right, we welcome you back. It's halftime here with just actually about 90 seconds remaining before second half action officially gets underway. Your score here, 2 quarters in. Carmen's Crew, Ohio State's alumni team, leads at 50-38 over the money team. And Ohio State's Carmen's Crew shooting 66%. They knocked down 19 of their 29 first half field goals, 6 of 11 from behind the three-point line. They were 5 of 5 to start. They were 0 of their next 5 from behind the three-point line before he closed out the first half. with the buzzer-beating three to take momentum into the locker room. Again, Carmen's crew leads at 50-38. Leading the way in scoring for the Buckeyes, 12 points by William Buford. He's 5 of 6 from the floor. Only missed one shot, and he is 1 for 1 from behind the three-point line. Does have a couple of rebounds to go along with the scoring output. Costa Coof is providing the huge post presence down low. Again, he's hit 3 of his 4 shots. He's 4 of 4 from the free throw line. He has 10 rebounds, 10 points, 1 rebound, and 1 assist. David Leidy, he has 6 points. He's 2 of 2 from the floor. His last point, of course, or his last bucket was the buzzer-beating bucket, of course, to close out the first half. He has 6. Jeff Gibbs with 5. Keyshawn Woods with 3. Evan Ravenel with 2. Lenzel Smith Jr. with 4. He's 2 of 3 from the floor. And John Diebler, he's played a heavy load of minutes here in the first half. He's 1 of 3 from the floor. He has 3 points. All 3 shots coming from behind the three-point line. Aaron Kraft had the least minutes of all Carmen's crew players. He checked in late in the second quarter. He has 1 rebound, 1 assist, and 2 steals. And if that's not the most Aaron Kraft stat line that you'll ever hear in your life, well, there it is. 50-38, Carmen's crew over the money team. Both teams on their respective sidelines. We'll be back in 30 seconds for second half tip-off. That's coming up next. It's the TBT on WING.
Greatness. It's not born of coincidence. It's not a product of luck. It's forged through dedication, drills, and the acquisition of new skills. Wanting won't get you there, but sweat equity just might.
Timothy's Bar and Grill on Brown Street wants to wish the Dayton Flyers Red Scare the best of luck in their journey through the basketball tournament. Wear red, be loud, go Flyers!
All right, we welcome you back. Start of second half action here. It's the TBT on WING. Shannon Scott running the point with David Leidy, Jeff Gibbs, William Buford, and Costa Koufis, your Buckeye 5 to start things off here. Second half just getting started. Costa Koufis gets the ball in the post, a little step back jumper, and the big man picks up where he left off. He now has 12 points to tie William Buford as the leading scorer. Ledbetter in from the corner, a 3 for the money team, and he sets the tone offensively for money team coming out of the timeout. Ledbetter, he has 9 points. He's 3 of 5 from the floor. Jeff Gibbs got caught up down low, tangled up with Jeff Ledbetter, who just hit the 3 at the offensive end, and it was an entry pass attempt by Scott. Just couldn't get it there as Gibbs was tangled up. So it's a turnover for Ohio State to get things underway here, and it'll be money team basketball. They hit their first 3 of the second half in their first possession. The last time down the floor, we'll see if they can pile on. 52-41, an 11-point ball game. Ledbetter with the ball in the post, kicks it right back outside to Charles Jenkins. Charles Jenkins reverses it cross court to Jared Jones. Jared Jones being guarded by Koufis. Koufis going to go all the way up. Good opposite side layup attempt. Jeff Gibbs chases down the rebound. Here comes William Buford dribbling through the pressure. A turnover. And now that's going to be the 4th possession of the early goings of the first half, and another 3 by Crawford. Crawford's 3 leads to a long rebound. Ledbetter reverses it back to the top of the key, taking it all the way to the paint is Jenkins. Jenkins has his shot blocked outside to Crawford from the corner, and back-to-back 3s for money team. All of a sudden making this a much different feel. It's 52-44, 7:35 to go. Ohio State a little sloppy offensively here. A couple turnovers to start. David Leidy dribbles past the defender. That's going to be a foul against Charles Jenkins, the foul at the top of the key. Non-shooting foul. It'll be Buckeye basketball. Set line out of bounds. David Leidy taking it out of bounds, sideline out of bounds, right in front of the Puma sign. Gets it into Jeff Gibbs at the top of the key. Jeff Gibbs reverses it to Shannon Scott. Shannon Scott finds David Leidy on the 1-2 step. Leidy has his shot deflected. William Buford with the loose ball gets the ball to Koufis. 14 seconds on the shot clock. 7:20 to go here in the third quarter. Koufis right shoulder spins to his left shoulder. Right hand hook, no good. Coming away with the rebound is Jared Jones. Jared Jones quickly outlets it to Crawford. Crawford coming up the left side, being stopped by Buford. Crawford runs into his own player. That would have been a foul if it was a Buckeye player who hit him that hard. The quick outlet pass to Buford. Buford going to lob it up. Koufis just not close enough to the bucket. That's going to be a steal by Ledbetter. Shannon Scott steals it right back. Shannon Scott gets it to the corner. William Buford takes the 3, and the Buckeyes put an end to the money team run. What a strange sequence of events, and right now this pace is very fun and entertaining for those of you watching and listening at home. Crawford picks up his dribble, lobs it inside, gets the ball to Smith. Smith going to go right up over Gibbs. This is the shot. Gibbs gets the rebound. Gibbs pushes tempo. Quick outlet pass to William Buford. William Buford, quick pass to Lenzel Smith. And that's going to be a foul before the quick pass and a shot attempt by Kufis, and it's going to be Buckeye basketball out of bounds underneath. No, they're going to move it, take it out of bounds to the sideline, I'm sorry. So David Leidy will get the opportunity to inbounds. Jeff Gibbs with the ball at the top of the key. 55-44 Buckeyes. William Buford gets the ball to Kufis in the post. Kufis with 12 points. Nice spin move along the baseline. Reverse layup. 57-44 now. Ohio State's lead back to 13. 6:19 to go. Crawford bringing the ball up the Puma left side. Big screen set by Jones. Jones steps out. Crawford, corner, three, good. 3 3-pointers already for the money team, and they are a lot more aggressive and efficient offensively. The lead is back to 10 for Ohio State. Buford, dribble drive, finds Leidy, who's cutting along the baseline, and he's going to be fouled before he can get the shot attempt off. So that's going to be a foul against Taylor Smith, the 6'6" forward from Stephen F. Austin. Taylor Smith, with his third foul, will check out of the ball game. So now we're going to see Peyton Aldridge check in to replace Smith. Peyton Aldridge, 6'8", forward from Davidson. Had 4 points in the first half, coming late in that second quarter. Kufis to Lenzel Smith Jr. is going to reset at the top of the key. Scott quickly to Buford in the corner. Reverses it to Scott in the wing. Back to David Leidy. David Leidy going to dribble right past the defender. The floater along the baseline, no good. Chasing it down is Jeff Gibbs. Jeff Gibbs goes right back up and puts it back. Second chance opportunity is good. Quickly coming back in transition. They try to get the ball to Aldridge, cutting to the basket. Aldridge opts not to touch it because the ball was deflected by David Leidy, and that was a very heads-up play by Peyton Aldridge. A very heads-up play. So Crawford will take the ball, sideline out of bounds in front of his own bench. 26 seconds on the shot clock. Peyton trying to cut to the bucket. It's deflected. David Leidy coming away with the steal. David Leidy going to keep his dribble alive up the baseline. Finds Shannon Scott. Shannon Scott right back to David Leidy for a nice lay-in. How about the give and go, and how about the efficiency of the offense here for Ohio State, who's shooting 67%. They have hit 24 of their 36 shots here tonight. And they're doing it from behind the three-point line. They're doing it in the paint, the mid-range jumper, attacking the paint, doing a little bit of it all, and they're getting contributions from everybody. That layup right there gives David Leidy 8 points. Costa Kufis with 14. William Buford with 15. Ohio State getting contributions from everybody. 61-47. Carmen's Crew with the lead. 5:30 to go here in the third quarter. The winner of tonight's game advances to the quarterfinal round at UD Arena, where the entire championship rounds, 3 rounds total, will be held. Quarter, semi, and finals, all at UD Arena, July 31st through August 3rd. You can watch the entire championship round on ESPN's family of networks, plus every Carmen's Crew game you can catch right here on 1410 Wing AM. In fact, for the second straight year, we've been carrying all Carmen's Crew and Red Scare games. Red Scare was eliminated on Sunday. Here comes Crawford. Crawford from coast to coast, going to get a nice lay-in, and that's exactly what you want if you are the money team coming out of that timeout. 61-49 and 11-point ball game, 5:18 to go here in the third quarter. What the money team needs right now is stops. That's the one thing they have not been able to get consistently. Evan Robinow nearly turned it over. Coming away with it is Shannon Scott. Shannon Scott back to David Leidy in the left wing. It's deflected. Shannon Scott coming away with it, and after the deflection from Tremel Darden, when Shannon Scott reached for it, he ran into Darden, and Darden will be credited the foul. Looking across from me is Jared Solinger, and Jared Solinger looking at Shannon Scott and David Leidy, kind of pumping his hands to the ground, saying, relax, slow it down, and let's get the look that we want here. Keep in mind, this is a team shooting 67% tonight. Lenzel Smith Jr. on the right wing with 16 seconds on the shot clock, being guarded by Mumford. Reverses it to Scott at the top of the key. Gibbs sets the high ball screen. Quick reversal to David Leidy. David Leidy does not hesitate, steps into it. Air ball. Gibbs, offensive rebound. He's fouled on the putback. Can't finish, but he'll go to the free throw line for 2. So Jeff Gibbs has been very active on the offensive boards here tonight. Jeff Gibbs has 6 rebounds, 4 of those at the offensive end. He's done a little bit of everything tonight. 7 points, 5 rebounds. He has an assist. Make that 8 points as he knocks down the free throw. Ohio State shooting 65%, as I mentioned, 54% from behind the three-point line. They have hit 7 of the 13 attempts. The Money team has also hit 7 threes. They've hit 7 of their 20 attempts. Both free throws good by Jeff Gibbs. Now here comes the Money team. They trail 63-49 after both made free throws from Jeff Gibbs. 4:43 to go. Crawford going to come off the high ball screen set by Jones. Crawford back to Jones. Jones with the 3 with Ravenau's hand in his face. It's a miss. Coming away with the rebound is Lenzel Smith Jr. Quick outlet past Evan Ravenau has Jones on his hip. Kicks it back out to Shannon Scott. Shannon Scott left-hand dribble met by a double team. It's deflected. Turnover. Crawford coming away with it. Shannon Scott will be credited the foul against Crawford. Crawford lightning quick. And they always say stop the ball. He's a very difficult guard to stop. You can't approach, you can't run to him. You have to cut him off at an angle. But to do that, you got to outsprint him. So we're going to see checking into the second half of the first half here for Ohio State. Julian Mavunga, Jeff Gibbs will leave the floor with a standing ovation from the crowd, who definitely loves the effort that he gives. Crawford coming off of the ball screen set by Taylor Smith. A deep 3 by Crawford, who's feeling it. He's hit on the 3-point attempt. He falls back, hitting his head on the tee of the TBT center court side, and he'll go to the free throw line for 3 free throws. It's 63-49 with 4:19 to go. In the third quarter alone, when you look at the Money team, they have taken 5 3-pointers here in the second half, and they've hit 3 of them. Crawford misses that 3, but he's fouled on the 3-point attempt, and now has 3 free throws coming his way. First free throw is up and in, making it 63-50 for Crawford. Feeling it. Crawford with 12 points tonight. He has 6 assists and 3 rebounds. He's 3 of 7 from behind the 3-point line. Second free throw is up, and he knocks it in. That gives Crawford 13 points, 63-51. If you're the Money team, you kind of got to piece the rest of this game out, try to get this to within 8 heading into the fourth quarter, and continue to find a way to get stops. Now a little full court pressure shown by the Money team, trying to get the ball into Shannon Scott. Mavunga going to get it right back. He's being guarded by Peyton Aldridge. Mavunga bringing the ball up, going to be double teamed by Crawford and Aldridge. Quick cross court pass to David Lottie. David Lottie steps in with Crawford on his left hip, now being heavily guarded by Taylor Smith. Lottie to Scott in the corner. Mavunga trying to post up inside, and Shannon Scott being heavily guarded by Crawford. Shannon Scott going to wave him off. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Evan Ravenau going to his right shoulder with Smith on the outside. Smith will get credited the foul, and now Ravenau will go to the free throw line for 2. And that's not Taylor Smith, that's Tremel Darden with the tough task of trying to guard the much larger Evan Ravenau. So that's going to lead to our first timeout here in the second half. It's 63-52, advantage Buckeyes Carmen's crew. And when we come back, Evan Ravenau will have a couple of free throws coming his way. One more time, Carmen's crew 63, the Money team 52, 3:55 remaining here in the third quarter. We'll have more TBT on WING action coming up next. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Does it feel like finding clothes in your fit is impossible? Tired of feeling overwhelmed with options that just aren't right? Let the experts at Stitch Fix do the shopping for you. At Stitch Fix, we make sure each piece is hand-selected for your life. So whether you're staying home or on the go, Stitch Fix has the answer for what to wear. We make it easy to find what works for you. Signing up takes just a few minutes, and styles are delivered directly to your door. Get started today at StitchFix.com. Stitch Fix, your style delivered.
Attention Class A CDL drivers. Looking to be more than just a number? Yoel Transportation in Dayton is looking for drivers with at least 1.5 years experience. Yoel has open positions for no-tarp flatbed drivers and no-touch regional or local van drivers. Yoel is ELD compliant and offers 401k with match, medical, dental, vision, holiday pay, vacation, safety bonuses, and now has a rider policy. Call Rick or Joe at 937-294-5933 and ask about the $5,000 sign-on bonus today.
$63-52. Carmen's crew up over the Money team with 3:55 remaining here in the third quarter. We're at the 3:55 media timeout. William Buford leading the Buckeyes in scoring, 6 of 7 from the floor with 15 points. Costa Kufis has 14 points to go along with a couple of rebounds. He's 5 of 7 from the floor, 4 of 4 from the free throw line. Lenzel Smith Jr. with 4, Evan Ravenel with 2, and Evan Ravenel will have 2 free throws coming his way as Carmen's crew getting set to break their huddle. Shannon Scott with 3, Mavunga with 2, David Leidy with 8 points. He's 3 of 5 from the floor, 1 of 2 from behind the three-point line. John Diebler's been quiet. 3 points, 1 of 3, all 3 points and all 3 shots coming in that first half. We'll see what Ohio State's able to continue doing here coming out of the break. They're shooting 65%, 89% at the free throw line. They've hit 8 of 9 of their free throws. They have free throws 10 and 11 coming their way as soon as this timeout is over. 63-52, Carmen's crew with the lead. The player that Carmen's crew is really having trouble with is Jordan Crawford. He's the 5'6" point guard from Bowling Green. He has 14 points. He's 4 of 9 from the field, 3 of 7 from behind the three-point line. 3 of 3 at the free throw line, and of course all 3 of those free throws coming off of the three-point foul that he was able to draw just a few possessions ago, knocking down all 3 free throws, but he does have 6 assists as well. It has been the Jordan Crawford show. Ledbetter has 9 points, 3 of 5 from the floor, 3 of 5 from behind the three-point line. He has 4 assists and 3 rebounds. He's been doing a little bit of everything for the money team. All right, so Evan Ravenel now at the free throw line, 63-52. Ohio State's Carmen's crew with the lead, 3:55 to go here in the third quarter. Justin Kinner with you here this evening, the TBT on WING live from the Covelli Center in Columbus, Ohio. Evan Ravenel, his first free throw is up and he knocks it down. Ohio State shooting the ball real well at the charity stripe, shooting 90%. They're 9 of 10. 64-52, Ravenel. That gives him 3 points on the evening. Ohio State 9 of 10 from the free throw line. Make it 10 of 11. Evan Ravenel's second free throw is good. Jordan Crawford with the inbounds pass. 65-52. The money team trying to continue their hot streak here. Crawford being guarded by Woods. Woods with the hand in Crawford's face. Defends the 3, and it's missed by Crawford. Evan Ravenel coming away with the defensive rebound. He outlets it to Mavunga. Mavunga will bring the ball up, and an undersized Crawford trying to guard the ball. Evan Ravenel has 4 points, make it 7 as he steps into the 3 in transition. That's something you don't expect from Evan Ravenel, but he just made the money team pay. 68-52, their largest lead of the evening. Crawford standing at the tee at the midcourt line. Now Mumford has it coming off the Smith ball screen. Smith cuts to the basket. A nice little give and go there. Good pass from Mumford. Good dunk and cut to the basket by Taylor Smith, the 6'9", or the 6'6" guard, or forward from Stephen F. Austin. Mavunga with the ball at the top of the key, being guarded by Meng. And now in the corner is Woods. Woods finds Lenzel Smith. Lenzel Smith to Mavunga. Mavunga back out to Woods. 16 seconds on the shot clock. Back-to-back threes by Ohio State. And when it looked like the money team was going to hang around a bit and make it interesting, Ohio State has opened it up once again with hot shooting from behind the three-point line. They are 9 of 15 from behind the three-point line. Smith gets the ball in the post. He had the dunk the last time down the floor in the previous possession. He's fouled on the shot attempt there. Misses it, but he'll have 2 free throws coming his way. Taylor Smith has 6 points tonight with an assist. He's 3 of 5 from the floor. This will be his first and second free throw attempts on the evening. 71-54, Ohio State's largest lead here of the night. Free throw first rolls out. Smith's total stays at 6 points, 54-71. 71-54 with 2:42 to go here in the third quarter. Keyshawn Woods, Julian Mavunga, Lenzel Smith Jr., Evan Ravenel, and David Leidy. And Smith makes the second free throw. He splits the pair, 71-55, 2:42 to go. Mavunga throws it up court to Keyshawn Woods. Evan Ravenel going to set the high ball screen. Keyshawn Woods steps out, clears it, reverses it to the left wing. Mavunga gets the ball in the post. He's being heavily guarded by Darden. Darden, good defense. Mavunga kicks it out. Lenzel Smith Jr. reverses it to the corner. David Leidy for 3. No. Bounces off the back rim. Chasing down the long rebound was Tremel Darden. Darden quickly outlets it to Xavier Mumford. 6'4" guard from Rhode Island. Mumford, quick pass to the corner. David Aldridge left wide open. That's going to be a missed shot. Peyton Aldridge misses the 3 from the corner. Mavunga going to bring the ball up the right wing. He's being guarded by Taylor Smith. Mavunga, step back. No, he quickly reverses it. David Leidy to Lenzel Smith Jr. on the entry pass attempt I believe that's Mavunga who hit the deck pretty hard, and it was, and that'll be a foul. That's going to be a foul against Tremel Darden. I believe that's his fourth personal, according to the PA announcer. So we're about to see John Diebler check back into the game for Carmen's crew. Evan Ravenau, Keyshawn Woods, David Leidy, Julian Mavunga, and Lenzel Smith Jr. round out your Buckeye 5. We'll see who Diebler will replace here. If I had to guess, it might be Evan Ravenau, as Evan Ravenau looks a little winded. Ravenau's having a huge game, though. 7 points, 2 of 2 from the field, including 1 3-pointer. A couple rebounds and assists as well. Mavunga hits the first. So David Leidy will step out for a breather as we are under the 2-minute marker at 72-55. Diebler checks in. David Leidy checks out. So Evan Ravenau, Lenzel Smith Jr., Keyshawn Woods, Mavunga, and John Diebler are now your Carmen's crew Buckeye 5. Mavunga's second free throw is up, and he knocks it in. Peyton Aldridge will inbounds it underneath their basket. 73-55, 158 to go. Here comes Mumford being guarded by Woods. Mumford going to come off the high ball screen set by Jared Jones. Mumford still handling the ball, finds Peyton Aldridge cutting to the basket. Evan Ravenau on the contest. Can't get the stop. Nice play by Aldridge to put an end to the Buckeye scoring run. Now here comes Ravenau. Ravenau going to go right up. That's going to be a missed attempt there. Jared Jones coming away with the rebound. Quickly outlets it to Ledbetter. Ledbetter pushing tempo. Picks up his dribble. Quickly reverses it to Aldridge. Aldridge going to go right at Mavunga. Aldridge to Mumford. Mumford on the floater. But they're going to say it's an offensive foul. I believe that's going to go against Aldridge. Regardless, it'll be Ohio State possession on the offensive foul. 1:28 to go here in the third quarter. 73-57 your score. So John Diebler will inbounds full court here. Keyshawn Woods bringing the ball up the floor, just passes the middle B of the TBT center court sign, reverses it over to Mavunga on the left wing. John Diebler going to set the ball screen, pops out to the corner, being heavily guarded by Ledbetter, quickly reverses it back to Mavunga. Mavunga with Aldridge's hand in his face. That's going to be a miss off the side of the rim. That's going to pop out of bounds right in front of Costa Kufas, who's sitting on the Buckeye bench. And that's where Jeff Ledbetter will have to inbounds it from, 6'4" shooting guard from Idaho. So bringing the ball up the floor now, Xavier Mumford, guard from Rhode Island. Going to come off the high ball screen set by Jared Jones. Mumford still handling the rock, being guarded by Woods. Foul off away from the ball. 1:04 to go, 25 seconds on the shot clock.
Foul against number 24, and then Ravenel, his first 14th foul of the third quarter.
So Mumford will inbounds it from underneath their own basket. Mumford quickly gets it out to Jones. Jones going to hand this off to Ledbetter. And all of a sudden, officials are calling a very tight ball game. They've let both teams be pretty physical, and a couple ticky-tack calls all of a sudden have sent the money team to the free throw line. That's where Jeff Ledbetter will go for his first and second free throw attempts of the evening, and he gets the first one to fall. That gives him 9 points tonight. Or 10 points tonight. 10 points, 3 of 5 from the floor. All 5 of his shooting attempts have come from behind the three-point line. He's 1 of 1 from the free throw line. The second attempt coming up here in just a few moments. Ledbetter does have 4 assists and 3 rebounds. Between Ledbetter and Crawford alone, they have 10 assists between both. They've done a good job of moving the ball around, attacking the paint, drawing the defense in, kicking it out to wide open shooters. The 3-pointers on the night, of course, have hit 7 of 23. Ohio State 9 of 17 now. Lenzel Smith Jr. being guarded by Mumford. Comes off the high ball screen set by Ravenau. Ravenau hit his last 3. Opts to lob it inside to Mavunga. Mavunga comes off the backboard, gets it, draws the foul, and 1. Little high-low, really extended high-low action between Evan Ravenau, who is about a foot or two behind the three-point line, who lobs it all the way inside to Julian Mavunga, who definitely had the mismatch down low and made him pay. So a nice play right there by Mavunga. That gives him 6 points. He's 2 of 2 from the free throw line, has 3 rebounds, 2 assists. Looking to add to that total. Nice touch there by the PA announcer. Introducing Aaron Kraft out onto the floor, calling him Dr. Aaron Kraft, who just checks in for the first time here in the second half. So Lenzel Smith Jr., Evan Ravenau, Aaron Kraft, Keyshawn Woods, and Mavunga are your Buckeye 5. So Aaron Kraft guarding Crawford. The switch to Mumford. Jones with the hand in Mumford's face. Quick three. That's missed. Chasing it down is Aaron Kraft. Coming away with it is Jones. Jones steps through the pressure, being guarded by Ravenel. Quick reversal across court. Back to Jenkins. This time going to go right back to Mumford. Mumford, Ledbetter, and Crawford. Three dangerous shooters, three dangerous ball handlers. Mumford with the ball. He has Crawford to his left. He's going to go right at Woods. The shot is up. He draws the foul and one. And now Mumford will go to the free throw line for an opportunity to cap off the three-point play. That makes it 76-59. Carmen's crew with that makes it 76-61. I'm sorry, with 22 seconds to go here in the third quarter. And Mumford has 6 points. He's hit 3 of his 6 shot attempts tonight, has 3 assists. Looking to add to his point total. This is his first free throw attempt of the night. And he gets it to fall. So Jenkins for the money team is going to check out, and we will see number 21, Tremel Darden, check back in. Now Darden does have 4 fouls, as does Jenkins. So Mavunga going to bring the ball, trying to find a way to get it to Kraft. He's met by a double team. Nice behind-the-back pass to Woods along the sideline, and that's where Ohio State will call a timeout again. Ohio State opting to call the timeout there. They want to drop a play to take the final shot to close out the third quarter and take some momentum into the fourth, where the Elam ending awaits. 30-second timeout. We'll take a 30-second timeout ourselves. 76-62, Carmen's crew with the lead. 15 seconds remaining in the third.
Greatness. It's not born of coincidence. It's not a product of luck. It's forged through dedication, drills, and the acquisition of new skills. Wanting won't get you there, but sweat equity just might.
Timothy's Bar and Grill on Brown Street wants to wish the Dayton Flyers Red Scare the best of luck in their journey through the basketball tournament. Wear red, be loud, go Flyers!
Woods taking it out of bounds, saw that out of bounds. He inbounds it to Mavunga. Mavunga going to hand it right back to Woods. 13 seconds on the shot clock, or on the game clock, I'm sorry, here in the third quarter. 76-62. Woods being heavily guarded by Crawford. Good on-ball defense by Crawford, not making it easy. 4 seconds, and that's going to be an offensive foul by Woods, and you got to love the defensive pressure that Crawford put on Woods. Crawford has had an excellent all-around game today. 14 points, 3 rebounds, 6 assists, 3 of 8 from behind the three-point line, 100% at the free throw line. Crawford has done absolutely everything he can to help lead his team here tonight, but unfortunately they trail 76-62. Crawford, who ideally you would love to see get the inbounds pass here. Mumford will get the inbounds pass. Mumford now with 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Mumford going to throw it up and kisses it off the glass, and that'll be a buzzer-beating shot for Mumford to close out the third quarter. That's big if it counts. The official says it counts. I believe it counts. The shot had hit the bank before the red light had even popped on. 76-64. That could be a huge shot for the money team. As all of a sudden, if you hit your first shot coming out, you cut it to within 10 or around 10, and now all of a sudden it's a different ball game. But it appeared as if Ohio State was ready to run away with this. But the money team making things interesting thanks to Mumford's shot to close out the third. 76-64, Carmen's through with the lead, 3 quarters in the books. On the other side, we'll get things underway here in the fourth quarter. And keep in mind the most unique aspect of the TBT, the Elam ending. The first dead ball under the 4-minute marker will then lead to a target score being set, and the first team to reach that target score wins. No timeouts, no managing the clock. Strictly the first to the target score wins the ball game, and that's what has made this TBT tournament so unique, so interesting. The Elam ending being used in NBA All-Star games. The Elam ending being used in select pro leagues across the globe. It's one of the most unique aspects, new aspects of basketball in the last 5 years. We'll step away for a few. It's the TBT on WING fourth quarter action coming up in 30 seconds.
Hi, Pete Kasuja here to tell you that if you're looking for the very best selection of your favorite garden plants, we grow over 125 varieties of tomatoes, peppers, cabbage, broccoli, cucumbers, cantaloupe, and eggplants. And if you haven't tried our famous Neighbor Beater tomato and pepper plants, come out and pick up a few and enjoy the best taste you ever had from your garden. They taste so good you'll wish you planted planted more. And remember, Neighbor Meter garden plants are sold only at our garden center at 1309 Brand.
It's the TBT on WING. Back to more Carmen's Crew basketball on 1410 ESPN Radio and online at wingam.com.
76-64. Carmen's Crew up over the money team. Ohio State being led in scoring by William Buford, who had 10 early points in the ball game. He's only had 5 since the end of the first quarter, but he set the tone. He opened the door for Ohio State to have this hot shooting performance again. They've hit 27 of 43 shot attempts, shooting 63%. They're almost perfect at the free throw line. They've only missed one. They're 13 of 14. They've out-rebounded their opponent, care of the boards, and of course doing all the little things, forcing turnovers. Turnovers have been a big issue here tonight for the money team. They have 7, but those 7 points have led to 15 points for Carmen's Crew at the other end. 7 turnovers isn't a lot, actually, but those 7 turnovers look more alarming when those 7 turnovers have led to 15 of Ohio State's 76 points at the other, especially when you trail by 12. The 15 points off turnovers can definitely be a stat that you look back at and question. A couple big names here in attendance tonight. It looks Ohio State head coach Chris Holtman in attendance here tonight. It's really cool seeing Michael Conley here as well. Michael Conley being interviewed by ESPN down on the floor. Michael Conley just seen waving over to Costa Coufis on the floor. Michael Conley still very long, active NBA career. One of my favorites to watch, and he's here in attendance at the Covelli as well. 76-64, 9 fresh minutes up on the clock. Carmen's Crew with a double-digit lead here. And it appeared as if they were about to rout the money team. But thanks to the play of Jordan Crawford, 14 points, 6 assists, 3 rebounds, 3 at the free throw line, doing a little bit of everything. Help keeping his team in it. So here we go now, fourth quarter officially underway. 8:57 to go at 76-64, and Crawford has the ball at the top of the key, being guarded by Aaron Kraft. I love this matchup. Aldridge sets the ball screen on Aaron Kraft on the switch. Now John Diebler. John Diebler gets him to pick up his dribble. Now Aaron Kraft has to go up against Aldridge. Aldridge going right at Aaron Kraft. That shot's going to be missed off the front of the rim. Aaron Kraft coming away with the rebound. Dribbles right past Crawford. Crawford now on the left hip of Kraft, and Kraft gets the ball to Koufis in the top of the key. Koufis keeps the ball high. Dump pass to Aaron Kraft. Aaron Kraft to Diebler. Diebler thought Kraft was going to pop back out to the left wing, and it's a turnover for Mumford. Mumford draws the foul, and that's going to be a foul against Costa Coufis. Costa Coufis, that will be his first foul here tonight. 76-64 your score. Mumford trying to make this a 10-point ball game. I talked about the importance of the money team making this a 10-point ball game here early in the fourth quarter. Get this to within single digits. Give yourself a cushion to close the gap before the Elam ending is set. Keep in mind, the first dead ball under the 4-minute marker sets the Elam ending target score. Not a missed opportunity there. For Mumford, who misses the free throw. Mumford at the free throw line. Misses the first one, makes the second. 76-65 now. It's an 11-point ball game with 8:24 to go. David Leidy being guarded by Mumford. David Leidy reverses it to the right wing to Kraft. Kraft being guarded by Crawford. Kraft into Jeff Gibbs, who's being guarded by Ledbetter. Cross court to John Diebler. He's 1 of 3. Now 1 of 4. That's a miss. Rebound pulled down by Jared Jones. Jared Jones outlets it to Crawford. Crawford being guarded by Kraft. Ledbetter with the ball screen. It's on the switch. Now Jeff Gibbs out on Crawford. Crawford draws the contact, throws the 3 up. No foul, no whistle. Gibbs coming away with the board. Outlets it to David Leidy. David Leidy pushing tempo. Has Crawford on his right hip. He zips right past him. Easy lay-in and transition. And Ohio State's Carmen's Crew makes it 78-65. 7:48 to go. Now Mumford bringing the ball up the floor for the money team. Jones sets the ball screen. Mumford steps into it, knocks down the 3. He split the free throws the last 2 possessions ago. He steps up, hits a huge 3 to make it a 10-point ball game at 7:34 to go. David Leidy being guarded by Crawford. Cross-court pass to Aaron Kraft, who's being guarded by Mumford. John Diebler now by Ledbetter. Ball in the left wing, and 2 of the last 3 possessions have been turnovers for Ohio State. I talked about the turnover issues for the money team. Turnovers have been also an issue for Carmen's crew. That's 14 turnovers here tonight. The 7 turnovers have led to 16 points off turnovers for Carmen's crew. Only 9 points have been capitalized on off the 14 turnovers. Back-to-back threes, and all of a sudden Mumford is feeling it, and all of a sudden this very loud and excited Covelli Center, there's a hush across the arena. 78-71 with 7:10 to go. Kraft being guarded by Ledbetter, picks up his dribble, quickly gets it to Jeff Gibbs, who's being guarded by Mumford. Jeff Gibbs met by a double team, quickly reverses it to Kraft. Kraft thought about it, gets it to Gibbs in the post, 16 seconds on the shot clock, 6:50 to go here in the fourth quarter. Nice cut, David Leidy draws contact, no whistle, but he does finish. He's not happy, but a quick and easy score for Ohio State, back to a 9-point lead. It's 80-71, 6:45 to go. Mumford being guarded by David Leidy. Mumford on the Puma sign to the opposite end, right side of the floor. Driving baseline, being stopped by Kufis, and that's Aldridge cutting to the basket, misses the opportunity, but they're going to call a foul against Jeff Gibbs, and this crowd is furious, especially when you look back at the previous offensive possession for Ohio State when David Leidy was pummeled cutting down the lane, and they didn't call a whistle, but a ticky-tack touch foul like that is going to send Peyton Aldridge to the free throw line. 80-71, 6:31 to go. Peyton Aldridge here tonight, 6 points, 3-7 from the floor. This will be his first and second free throw attempt, and he misses the first one. A couple big missed free throw opportunities here for the money team. The miss by Mumford and the miss there by Aldridge. That would have made it 80-73, 80-71. 80-72 on the made free throw on the second attempt. He splits the pair. David Leidy being guarded by Crawford, coming up the right side of the floor underneath the TBT midcourt sign. Back to Kraft, who's over the B at the half-court sign. Kraft over to the left to John Diebler. Diebler back to Kraft. Kraft back to Diebler. Diebler back to Kraft. Kraft steps into it. Big if it goes. Off the back iron. Rebound pulled out by Mumford. Ball volleyed around of Jeff Gibbs. Almost got the deflection there. Here comes Ledbetter. Ledbetter going to push tempo. He has room. He finds Aldridge cutting to the basket. No foul there. Late foul. Late whistle. And Aldridge will go back to the free throw line. He split his last pair. We'll have an opportunity here for 2 more. Ohio State, their largest lead tonight was 18. It was 73-55. Now they're holding on to an 8-point lead, and it could potentially be a 2-possession game if Aldridge knocks down both free throws here. Aldridge knocks down the first one. Aldridge splits the pair once again. That's off the front of the rim, and that's going to be a defensive rebound for David Leidy. David Leidy gets it to Shannon Scott. Shannon Scott with David Leidy to his right. Shannon Scott just came in to replace Aaron Kraft. So Shannon Scott to the left to David Leidy. Leidy nearly loses it, throws it off Ledbetter. It'll be out of bounds, and the possession will stay with Ohio State. Ohio State looks sloppy. They look out of sync. The team has shot such a high percentage and played at such a high intensity all evening. It almost looks like it's taken a lot out of them. The money team looks like the fresher team at the moment. David Leidy gets the ball to Costa Kufis, who, of course, on the reach and attempt by Jared Jones. Jared Jones gets called for the foul. Buckeye fans cheer that a foul was finally called. So it'll be Ohio State basketball. Shannon Scott will inbounds it underneath their own basket. Now David Leidy met by a double team. Going to go right at Aldridge. Kicks it out to Kufis. Kufis to John Diebler, and he knocks it down. John Diebler was 1 of 4 before that attempt right there. He has 6 points tonight, 2 of 5, all from behind the three-point line, and that puts the lead back up to 10. 83-73. The crowd back up on their feet, finally back into it. 5:38 to go. Mumford, nice behind the back pass. That's going to be Aldridge. Aldridge has his shot blocked, and that's going to be a blocked shot to Shannon Scott. Possession arrow will stay here with the money team, but man, what a defensive possession coming off of that huge 3 set by John Diebler. Jeff Gibbs, John Diebler, David Leidy, Costa Kufis, and Shannon Scott. Your Buckeye Carmen's crew 5 on the floor. That's a timeout out on the floor, so a timeout out on the floor will give us a chance to call a timeout as well. It's 83-73, back to a 10-point lead for the Buckeyes. 5:20 remaining here in the contest. And it's the money team 30-second timeout. We'll be back in just a moment.
Hi, Tom Bodette for Motel 6, leaving the light on for the homebody, who now would rather be an anywhere but homebody after spending 12 months stuck at home with nobody but themselves. Well, Motel 6 has plenty of clean, comfortable rooms, all at a great low rate. So when you decide to visit somebody, anybody, anywhere else but your home, Motel 6 will be waiting. I'm Tom Bodette for Motel 6, and we'll leave the light on for you.
All right, we welcome you back. Jordan Crawford out of bounds underneath in the inbounds. 5:20 to go, 16 seconds on the clock. On the shot clock, Crawford having a hard time getting it in. Ledbetter reverses it back out to Jones. Jones, it's huge if it goes. Bounces off. David Leidy coming away with the rebound. David Leidy, the veteran, going to slow things down. Reverses it to Shannon Scott. Shannon Scott to John Diebler, who misses the shot, and that rebound pulled down by Jared Jones. You don't want a shot that early in the shot clock, trying to hold on to the lead, but that's a guy you trust taking that shot. Good screen by Aldridge. Good cut to the basket by Aldridge, and a nice give-and-go play between Crawford and Aldridge. 83-75 now, 4:55 to go. On a full court press right now just to change tempo here. David Leidy getting it to Shannon Scott in the middle of the floor. John Diebler to his left, who now has the ball after the reversal. This time back to the middle of the floor with Scott. Scott back to Diebler. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Diebler being guarded by Mumford. Diebler gets it back to Scott at the top of the key. Jeff Gibbs setting a high ball screen. This time they're going to go to Evan Ravenau, who's met by Jones. Ravenau going to step through the pressure. It's blocked. Ledbetter coming away with the defensive rebound after the block. Ledbetter going to bring it up. Gibbs guarding him along the sideline, and they're going to call a foul on Jeff Gibbs. Ledbetter doing a good job of bracing for contact. And that's going to be a foul against Jeff Gibbs. Jordan Crawford inbouncing it from sideline out of bounds. Gets it to James Jones, being guarded by Ravenau. Jones going to reverse it back to Mumford at the top of the key. Mumford being guarded by David Leidy. Good screen by Aldridge. Mumford coming off the Aldridge ball screen. Now Mumford being guarded by Jeff Gibbs. Jeff Gibbs coming off. Good deflection there. Ledbetter don't want to leave him open, and he buries it. There's a lot of shooters you don't want to leave open for the money team, and right now a lot of those guys are catching fire. David Leidy bringing the ball up the left side of the floor. It's 83-78. It's as tight as it has been since the first quarter. Remember, Ohio State had their largest lead of the night at 18 when they led 73-55. Now all of a sudden they've been outscored 20-10, and it's 83-78 with 3:59 to go. So good timeout by the Buckeyes. The timeout here under the 4-minute marker automatically sets the target score. The target score for the Elam ending is 91. Ohio State needs to get to 91 before the money team, and it's 83-78 with three. Well, the time is no longer relevant. So a 60-second timeout on the floor will step away. The Elam ending target score is set. 91 is what the team needs to get to punch their ticket to the quarterfinals in Dayton, Ohio at UD Arena. Carmen's crew 83, the money team 78. The Elam ending set at 91. We'll be back in just a moment.
O'Reilly. When you need auto parts, O'ReillyAuto.com is just a few clicks away. We offer convenient options for you to get your parts quickly. Order online and pick up for free at your local O'Reilly Auto Parts store. We'll even bring it out curbside. Or you can have your parts delivered right to your door with free shipping on most orders over $35. Visit O'ReillyAuto.com.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Hi, I'm Montgomery County Clerk of Courts Mike Foley.
It's the TBT on WING. Back to more Carmen's Crew basketball on 1410 ESPN Radio and online at wingam.com.
All right, we welcome you back here to the Covelli Center in Columbus, Ohio. I'm Justin Kinner, bringing you the TBT on WING. Carmen's Crew, Ohio State Buckeyes alumni team, leads it 83-78 over the money team. 15 points tonight by William Buford has helped pace the Buckeyes offensively. 6-7 from the floor, 14 points from Costa Kufis, 12 points from David Leidy, 6 points from John Diebler, and then a bunch of contributions across the board. 9 points from Jeff Gibbs, 7 from Mavunga, 6 from Keyshawn Woods. Lenzel Smith Jr. has chipped in 4 points as well. The Buckeye fans here in attendance, the OHIO chant making its rounds around the Covelli Center, and it definitely feels like a Buckeye home game here. Love the atmosphere. March Madness feels here in the month of July. Carmen's Crew 83, the money team 78. The time is no longer a factor. The Elam ending is set. It's at 91. Ohio State leading 83-78. They need to get to 91 with 83 points before the money team can at 78. This is a much tighter score. It's going to be an exciting race to the finish line, and both teams are making their way out of their huddle. Very passionate fan base here in attendance in the Covelli here in Columbus. We are ready to go. Costa Kufis right now talking to the officials, trying to get an idea for what they're looking for down low. David Leidy, Costa Kufis, John Diebler, Jeff Gibbs, and Shannon Scott. It appears as if that'll be your Buckeye 5 here coming out of this timeout. And the fans are on their feet. Chris Holtman in attendance. He got a nice ovation just a little bit ago, as did Michael Conley Jr., who's also here in attendance. Love to see him out there with the guys at some point. So 83-78, Carmen's Crew with the lead. John Diebler, Shannon Scott, David Leidy, Costa Kufis, and Jeff Gibbs, your Buckeye 5. David Leidy trying to inbounds it from the sideline. Shannon Scott being guarded by Crawford. Again, time no longer a factor. 83-78 now. David Leidy with the ball finds John Diebler in the corner. Good defense there by Aldridge. Aldridge forces him to pick up his dribble. David Leidy being guarded by Crawford. David Leidy quick pass to Shannon Scott. Shannon Scott with Mumford's hand in his face. He misses. Mumford comes away with the long rebound. Outlets it to Crawford. Crawford coming up the right side of the floor. A step inside the boom. A sign being guarded by David Leidy. Waves off to Aldridge. High ball screen. This time decides to use it on the opposite end. Kufis finds Crawford on the switch. Crawford loves what he sees on the mismatch. Nice pass to Mumford. The extra. The lay-in. And that makes it 83-80 now. Remember, Ohio State led as much as 18. It was 73-55 at one point. It appeared that they were ready to rout the money team, but the money team comes roaring back. 83-80. Crawford with 14 points, Ledbetter with 14 points, Mumford with 18. Costa Kufis is going to go right at Jones. Kufis has it stripped by Mumford. Mumford pushing tempo, finds Jones on his right, this time right back to Ledbetter. Gets the defender off his feet. Scott trying to recover. Quick outside pass to Aldridge. Aldridge with a hand in his face, ties it up at 83. The Buckeye fans are stunned here at the Covelli. What an unbelievable turnaround, and this is one heck of an exciting finish to the TBT Regional here in Columbus. John Diebler with the ball being guarded by Aldridge. Finds David Leidy in the quarter. David Leidy being guarded by Mumford. It's deflected. Another turnover. Somehow Ohio State's able to keep it. David Leidy coming down with it. He's at the free throw line. 14 seconds on the shot clock. Dribbles against Ledbetter. This time gets it into Jeff Gibbs. Gibbs going to go at Jones, and Mumford will get credited the foul. 9 seconds on the shot clock. And it appears as if the foul had come before the shot. So Shannon Scott will take it and inbounds it out of bounds underneath. Costa Kufis with the ball at the top of the key, reverses it to David Leidy. David Leidy being guarded by Aldridge. David Leidy puts Aldridge on his left hip, goes up, finds Kufis cutting to the basket, and Ohio State counters. Kufis, the big man in the middle, he has 16 points tonight, 6 of 8 from the floor, and they take the lead right back. 85-83, Carmen's Crew. Elam ending target score set at 91. Buckeye fans loud and on their feet. Here comes nice pass down low to Jones. It's going to be deflected off the rim. Diebler comes away with it. Finds Scott. Scott pushing tempo. Jeff Gibbs going to go against Crawford. Extra pass to David Leidy. David Leidy fouled by Ledbetter. Ledbetter not happy with the call. And David Leidy now going to go to the free throw line for a couple free throws. They lead at 85-83. Defense to offense. You love to see the intensity level pick up at the defensive end, and they're able to capitalize offensively at the other end. 85-83, Carmen's Crew. David Leidy now at the free throw line to shoot a pair. David Leidy with 12 points, make it 13 points. And that 13th point is huge, as it makes it a 3-point ball game. And this fourth free throw, or the second free throw, would be his fourth made free throw of the night, and it could make it a 2-possession ball game. David Leidy, 13 points. Make it 14, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. It's a 2-possession ball game once again, 87-83. Ohio State needs 4 more to punch their ticket to the championship round at UD Arena. this weekend. David Lighty guarding Mumford. Mumford has had a huge evening to get his team back in this. Mumford keeps the dribble alive. Step back three. 2 hands in his face. It's a miss. Aldridge pulls away the offensive rebound. Jones steps into a three. That rolls in, and that makes it 87-86 now. Full court pressure being shown by Mumford, and Mumford going to be credited the foul. Mumford not happy, but again, just a little bit too aggressive on the full court pressure there, and Mumford, that's going to be his 3rd foul. Darden and Jenkins with 4 fouls apiece for the money team. Ledbetter, Jones, each with 3 for the money team. Mumford with 2. All right, so Shannon Scott now bringing the ball, walking the ball up. They want to get a good look, a high percentage shot. They need 4 more points to close out the money team. David Lighty with the ball on the left wing, trying to find a way to get into Jeff Gibbs. Jeff Gibbs now has it. He's going to go right at Aldridge. Gibbs met by a double team. Quickly gets it out to the top of the key to David Lighty. Lighty to Scott. Scott going to reset here. 8 seconds on the shot clock. He's being guarded by Ledbetter. Kosta Koufos pops up for the screen, kicks it out to John Diebler. This place will go nuts if it goes in. He misses. Koufos coming away with the board. Kicks it back out to Scott. Scott right back inside to Gibbs. Gibbs cross-court attempt to David Lighty. It's turned over as Mumford on the recovery coming down at the other end. Now he'll bring the ball up the floor. That's going to make it 87-86 now. Carmen's Crew with a 1-point advantage. Huge possession here for the money team. Buckeye fans on their feet. Nobody sitting here at the Covelli Center. Mumford being guarded by Lighty. Lighty going to call the switch now. Now Jeff Gibbs guarding Mumford. Mumford steps up, draws the foul. So it won't be a shooting foul as Mumford, who appeared to be going up for the shot, in the air, began to make the pass attempt to the right side to Jones. So now this scenario sends Mumford to the free throw line for 1, and the money team gets the possession. And the free throw is made by Mumford. What a huge second half here. 19 points after Mumford's free throw. With that free throw, makes it 19 points for Mumford here tonight. 7-11 from the floor, 3-4 from the free throw line. So after that made free throw, it ties it up. We are all tied up at 87. Both teams need 4 to win it. The first of 4 goes to Dayton for championship week. Jones going to go right at Koufos. Koufos fouls Jones. Jones does not make the layup attempt, but he will go to the free throw line and potentially give the money team a lead. Kosta Koufos just picked up his 3rd foul. In fact, he played the entire first half without picking up 1. All 3 of his fouls coming here in the second. Jared Jones at the free throw line. We are all tied up at 87. Elam ending target score is set at 91. The time is no longer a factor. The first to 91 wins, and a missed free throw for Jones, and that gets the crowd jacked up again here at the Covelli. So Lenzel Smith Jr. going to check out Jeff Gibbs back in. So Kosta Koufos, Jeff Gibbs, David Lighty Jr., John Diebler, and Shannon Scott are your Buckeye 5 on the floor right now as Ohio State looks to punch their ticket to the quarterfinal round. Jones' second free throw is up, and he knocks the second one in to give the money team their first lead since the first quarter. It's 88-87 now. There seems to be a little confusion out on the floor. All right, so let's reset the scene here. Again, time no longer a factor. The target score for the Elam ending is set at 91. It's 88-87. Carmen's Crew trails by 1. They have led by as much as 18 at one point, 73-55. It's been all money teams since then. Ohio State, Carmen's Crew, 15-16 from the free throw line. They've hit 10 of their 23 three-point attempts, and the money team has hit 12 of their 31 three-point attempts. Appears to be blood on the jersey of Peyton Aldridge. So Aldridge had to get a new jersey, so they were buying time. So now Peyton Aldridge will be wearing number 24. An alternate jersey again. Blood on the jersey forced him to change. So here we go now. 88-87. The money team with the 1-point advantage. Shannon Scott has the ball almost reversed it to David Lighty. Good defense by Mumford to prevent it. Koufos sets the high ball screen. Scott chooses not to use it. Goes to the left wing. 16 seconds on the shot clock. Reverse it to Jeff Gibbs. Gibbs to Koufos. Koufos going to go right at Ledbetter, and Koufos knocks it in, and that's going to make it 89-88. 89-88. Carmen's Crew has to close out on shooters here. If the money team could hit a 3, they win. It'll be a foul, and I believe it'll be against John Diebler. This is huge, as much of a big possession coming up offensively as it will be for Ohio State. It's an even bigger possession defensively. Again, a chance to advance to the quarterfinal round at UD Arena is on the line, championship weekend. But, man, we have a very good game here at the Covelli Center. 89-88, Carmen's Crew up. Costa Kufis, 18 points. 89-88, and Mumford makes the free throw to tie it up at 89. So the first team to 91 wins. So it'll be the money ball, the money team basketball. So we are tied up at 89 apiece. Next bucket wins. David Leidy guarding Mumford. Mumford at the top of the key, going to come off the Ledbetter ball screen. A switch at the top now. Diebler on Mumford. Mumford at the tee of the TBT center court sign. Diebler checking him up. Mumford going to go in, pull up, jumper, and that'll end it. That'll end it. Your final here from the Covelli Center. The money team stuns Carmen's Crew 91-89. Carmen's Crew TBT run comes to an end, and the money team advances to the quarterfinal rounds at UD Arena next weekend. One more time, your final, the money team 91, Carmen's Crew 89. We'll have a full stats coming your way on the other side. The TBT on WING.
Hi, I'm Montgomery County Clerk of Courts Mike Foley.
And I'm Kettering Clerk of Court Rob Scott.
We're teaming up together to expand access to justice in our community. Our Help Center provides legal information and access to legal programs free of charge.
The Help Center can't provide legal advice, but if you need information on a wide range of legal issues, check in with the Help Center at Kettering Municipal Courthouse on the second and third Mondays of the month at no cost to you.
I'm Montgomery County Clerk of Courts Mike Foley.
And I'm Kettering Clerk of Court Rob Scott.
Visit courthouse2u.com.
Greatness. It's not born of coincidence. It's not a product of luck. It's forged through dedication, drills, and the acquisition of new skills. Wanting won't get you there, but sweat equity just might.
Timothy's Bar and Grill on Brown Street wants to wish the Dayton Flyers Red Scare the best of luck in their journey through the basketball tournament. Wear red, be loud, go Flyers!
Ad paid for by CompleteCar.com.
This is a special alert to all Americans who own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles with an auto warranty about to expire or with no warranty coverage at all. Due to the COVID crisis, we are announcing a low-cost extended service plan that is now available to the public to save any driver out-of-pocket expenses on auto repairs. Call now to find out how you can pay nothing for auto repairs. Yes, you heard that correctly. Pay nothing for auto repairs. An open phone line has been established for all drivers to call for a free quick quote. Call 800-549-1980. Now. Drivers who are covered by this auto protection will not have to pay for a covered repair bill again. This auto coverage is at an all-time low, much lower than what dealerships are charging. Additionally, drivers who activate this auto coverage today will also receive free roadside assistance, free towing, and free rental car at no additional cost. Call for your free quick quote today. 800-549-1985. 800-549-1985. What do you have to lose? Again, 800-549-1985.
All right, we welcome you back here to the Covelli Center. I'm Justin Kinner, live here in Columbus, Ohio. Your final here from the Covelli Center. The money team comes back and shocks Carmen's Crew 91-89. Your final. Ohio State Carmen's Crew, they led by as much as 18. They were in absolute control of this. In fact, I think many Buckeye fans were like me, already making plans for Carmen's Crew, the TBT in Dayton, Ohio for championship weekend. But you got to give it to the money team. They punched their ticket to the quarterfinal round at UD Arena. They were just too much scoring, too much great guard play. Again, when you look at the play of Jordan Crawford and Ledbetter and Jones, and then you look at Mumford, who single single-handedly put this team on his back, and they came roaring back. Again, your final score, the Money Team 91, Carmen's Crew 89. Your stat line here today, again, Carmen's Crew, their 89 points. They were led in scoring by William Buford, of course. William Buford led the way, or had 15 points. They were actually led in scoring by Costa Coupis. Costa Coupis finished with 18 points, couple rebounds, couple of assists. He was 7-9 from the floor, and at one point had given the Buckeyes an 89-87 lead. But then a 4-0 run by, of course, the Money Team closes this one out. So 18 points for Costa Coupis in his first TBT run here with Carmen's Crew. Coming in second and scoring for Ohio State was William Buford, 15 points, 6 of 7 from the floor. David Leidy had 14. Mavunga with 7. Diebler, 2 of 7 from the floor. Both three-pointers, of course, and all coming here in the second half. He did a good job of really sparking the Buckeyes whenever they started to go in their lull, but it just wasn't enough. Again, if you're just tuning in, Carmen's Crew goes down here in third-round action against the Money Team, 91-89. So that wraps it up for us here. I appreciate everyone who tuned in and hung out with us, not just for the Carmen games, but for the Red Scare games. We, of course, brought you all Red Scare and all Carmen's Crew games here on 1410 Wing AM. What a journey it was. Of course, it wasn't the outcome we wanted. We wanted at least one of, if not both teams, and we wanted that matchup. We wanted Carmen's Crew. We wanted the Red Scare. We wanted that in the quarterfinals at Dayton, at UD Arena. That, of course, is not the case. One more time, your final here from the Covelli Center in Columbus, Ohio. The Money Team comes roaring back after trailing by as much as 18. They stun Carmen's Crew in the Covelli Center. Buckeye faithful 91-89. For Shay Neal back in the studio, I appreciate all the hard work that he has done to bring us some of these late night games. I'm headed back to Dayton. Have the Justin Kinner Show to host tomorrow, and I'm sure we'll talk about this and then some. Have a great night. Until next July, this has been the TBT on WING.
Dylan Green is the #1 basketball prospect in the 2020 class.